Ghost ministered to you about 3 or 4 years ago, right? There was a transition in your life.
Who's transitioning?
Hold on. Where's that?
Who's transitioning?
Am I on? Are we live?
Yeah, we live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Unholy Trinity. I'm going to try to do these every week. Start back with the Unholy Trinity.
How about that?
In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be bringing in some other people that we're bringing to Fear Fest. One of them hopefully will be Pinhead. I'll get Pinhead on here from Hellraiser. We'll get him on here. We'll talk some stuff with him. And yeah, as a matter of fact, this past weekend, we just got confirmation that I'm gonna have the twins from The Walking Dead from seasons 4 and 5.
Oh wow!
So they're gonna be here, and they also played in the Hunger Games, so they'll be here as well. And matter of fact, I'm gonna be scheduled another meeting with them on Tuesday. So hopefully next week we'll have them on the show and bring them on to talk with them as well. They're gorgeous, gorgeous young ladies, that's for sure. So tonight is just a bullshit session. Anthony called me earlier. Well, he messaged me earlier. Are we doing the show tonight? And I said, so I brought in some people that, the last minute type thing. And Jen, she had to put her bra back on. She said that she didn't have her bra on.
No, come on. It did no. Whatever.
I got it right here on. I can screenshot it.
You're not putting that out. No, I wouldn't know.
And then tonight we brought in someone I'm looking to hopefully have her come over to the Paralanx family, and that's Miss Kimmy Corpse with her cooking show. I love her cooking show, so I'm trying to sweet talk her to bring her on over to the dark side, I guess. Yeah, because I'm an evil, mean person. So that's what. And then of course we got
Kimmy. I need to talk to you later.
Right.
And we got the Dr. Rafe Prince himself, EAD, Safe Place himself. And this is a safe place. It is.
It is a safe place. Where we will be okay.
We'll be okay.
Yeah.
And then we got Reggie. Reggie just talked too fucking much. I mean, Reggie, shut up already.
Hi, Reggie.
Wouldn't even notice I'm there. Wouldn't have said nothing. See that? Reggie just so
quiet.
No,
poor Reggie.
Hers just had a wife emergency.
Yeah,
I guess he's gonna take her to the hospital. Yeah, he just texted me.
Take care of her. Let's see. Let me go back and see who's coming in here. We got the paranormal consultant himself, Mr. Matt. There he is. Hey, Matt, what's going on, brother? Let's see who else we got in here. We got Miss Joanne.
Hey.
And then we have my favorite. I love this. I love Ernie and Denise packed to death. They outside watching meteor shower right now. So.
Oh wow.
So we're in discussion about some things for the future Fear Fest. So hopefully we can work something out. Mr. Scotty, Mr. Paranormal Jackass himself. He just got in. He was going to come on, but he just got in. He's tired, and that man works. He works his ass off. I'll tell you that.
He never stops.
Never.
No.
Three Souls Paranormal. Appreciate you coming on. Lincoln. Oh wow, thank you, sir. Madam, don't know. It doesn't give a name. Hearst man, he has back to work. Yeah, see that Matt's already going back to work. That man works hard too. So we're doing a global ghost hunt down here in New Orleans. Second week in October, I believe Matt's gonna come down here and we're gonna do the whole city. We're not just gonna do one location, we might as well do the whole city and just start off drunk and finish off the same way. So Matt passes out, and I'll slide him into the Mississippi River. I love Matt. That's awesome. Yeah. What are we, Dr. Rafe Prince? What are we here for today?
What are we here for? I was going to bed. I took my bra off, and I was going to bed.
Well, that was still optional. I mean, you didn't have to wear a bra. I mean, hell.
PJs on, girl. I feel you on that
one. Yes, girl. I've got my PJs on my, bottoms, and I have a long day tomorrow.
Me too. I got a long day tomorrow as well.
I have to travel tomorrow.
Me too.
How long are you traveling for?
I'm traveling for Fearfest. It's all day.
Oh,
Man.
tomorrow. Is that tomorrow?
There's Michael,
Ooh.
Mr. Michael.
Yeah,
Cough.
you know,
Oh my God, cough. My
Jenny's
See Mr. Michael.
when she says tomorrow, that's actually our tomorrow. That's her today.
Well, you're just getting an early start. You get an early start. That's all.
It's like 4:20, and my alarm is set for like 7:30, I think.
Wow.
But I got 3 hours sleep, basically, something like that. I think. Yeah. So you're right. You're right. Oh gosh, I love Louisiana.
That's right. We're gonna get messed up. So yeah, we have a lot of things going on, and I'm playing with the idea right now of having. I haven't announced it yet, but doing a cosplay contest.
Oh.
So you people can dress up as cosplay, your favorite characters, and stuff like that, sci-fi, horror, whatever, in that genre.
God, I love that.
You know, give out cash prizes and stuff like that. So I'm playing with the idea with that still. But yeah, it's a lot of work, too much. I'm putting more and more work on myself than that.
You love putting work onto yourself. You love doing work.
No, I don't.
You have an idea, and then it's like, it's a great idea, but I've got like a million things to do. But you love doing it because the outcome is phenomenal. The outcome is brilliant.
And Scotty has a question for you.
Yes, I am. I'm going to see him next Friday. I'm going to meet him next Friday. We're doing a live, Scott. We're going to do a live. We're doing live on YouTube and StreamYard and all the networks. Yes, we're going to see him next week. And the book is right beside me. I'm taking over so he can sign it for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Not plugging him right now, but yes, we're going to meet him next Friday. What
Aren't you going to the spots and stuff?
Sorry?
You're going to the spots and stuff for Jack.
We are doing the whole tour. We had Russell on with us a few months ago, and when he said, Jenny, is this like, video? And I said, yeah, it's a podcast. And he goes, great, because I'm in location. I'm like, are you in Whitechapel location and not in your room or your home? He goes, yeah, I'm in the site of Whitechapel. I'm like, oh my God, even better. So we did the whole show, and he literally went to every location of the Jack the Ripper murders. And we had put up pictures and letters and so on, and we have learned so much more about what the movies portrayed to what really happened. So next Friday, my team is going over to do a live investigation. From Ireland to UK, we're doing that next week, so we're looking forward to it. Yeah, the only thing I need to do is like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking be flying, and I have such a fear of flying. And yes, I said the word fuck. I hate flying. I am so afraid to fly.
That right there, that is Mr. Carl Johnson right there. So I need to get in touch with him. I got to pass that information on to Carl. I don't know exactly, but I got to get with Brian Laverty about it. He's the one who asked me about it, and he asked me to ask you about it. So I can get with you later about it.
Oh gosh, wow. So yeah, we're going to be flying over next Friday, and I have to fly.
That's awesome.
It's going to be great until I get into my plane. I'll keep saying,
Flying's awesome.
No, it's not, Reg. No, it's not. I hate flying. I am such a fear of flying.
I got some of my best camera footage from 10,000 feet up.
Oh, no, just no.
Oh my God.
No, nope.
Oh yeah.
No, I just.
Well, it's literally in my blood, though. I'm related to the Wrights, the Wright brothers.
Oh gosh,
so I love it.
No, I'm okay not to fly. But if I could swim over,
Jack doesn't fly either. Jackie
You
doesn't
see,
fly.
I know, Howard. I know. Like, we have the proper fear of flying, but because Jackie doesn't, she will not fly. She's a fear. I have a fear of flying, but I will still get on a plane. But doesn't mean that I don't not like the fear of flying. I have anxiety. I take medication for flying. Doesn't
Yeah,
mean that
but
I don't.
what is your fear of flying? I mean, what is your fear? What
Oh
happened to
my
you that
God,
made you have a fear of flying?
nothing.
What
No,
happened? What happened? What I missed? I was my
nothing
mute thing
happened.
got muted.
Well,
I
see, Jackie has a fear of it because she
Yeah,
had a car drop. I mean, a plane that actually fell
in her
in her
backyard.
backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing
let's
happened
talk
to me.
about this, Jen. Did this happen when you were a child? Did you get afraid of something or anything like that?
No, when I was in a nightclub one night and the DJ wanted five mad couples on the dance floor, we had to do a competition. It turned out that we won the competition on a Friday night, and the DJ said, we're flying to Canary Islands the next night. And I had never flown before that, but I just knew when we were going for the passports and so on, and the next within 24 hours that I had to get onto a plane. It was literally maybe oh my God, there's something just hit me in the face right now that maybe it was like told me that's something I had to do when I didn't want to do it, was to fly, and it was out of my control. That you
That's
won this holiday, you're flying, you're going, you're flying. And I just said in the airport, don't look at me, don't talk to me, don't ask me if I'm okay, you know. And I think it's my life is in your hands, basically. And if you fuck up, I swear to God, I'm gonna haunt you. I'm gonna haunt you. And even if you come down with the plane with me, I'm still gonna haunt you. That I just and I know when we fly to London next week that I said to my team members, is it okay if I sit by the window? And they say, why do you want to sit by the window? Or people say to me, why do you want to sit by the window when you can see the land? And it's just because I know that's my center of control, that I can see the window, if that makes sense.
Yes.
It
And
does.
You make that your safe place.
I'm cornered
Yes.
in a corner kind of thing.
You're gonna have to look.
Yes.
Oh, God.
you see what Scott put.
Yes,
No, we're
Yeah.
making progress. We're making progress. We just got to keep letting that out and get past this trauma. This is
Scott,
what it was.
listen, I will go with Scott's progress of I will do that. If it gets me from A
That's
to B,
funny.
I will do it. I will do it. But I don't know what it is.
Yeah, what I like about it's the adrenaline of it. I feel a lot of adrenaline
Oh no,
when I'm in a plane.
listen, I don't know. I know I do know I love the sound of an engine. It excites me, but it petrifies me at the same time. But getting into a plane and putting it into a thing is, and I know when I flew in May over to my friend in London, and it was the first time I flew on my own, but I took my 19-year-old daughter with me, and she has special needs. So I had to I had to get us through the airport and get us onto the right flight. I had to do that on my own, but I got us on the right flight. I was hoping to land in Barcelona, but we landed in London, and from the UK back up to Ireland, that I had to find out what gate we're going into. And I closed down. I normally close down when we go into airports. Like, don't look at me, don't talk to me, don't frisk me. If you frisk me, I'm going to say to you, why are you frisking me? Why? I don't mean it in a bad way. I get very antsy. But it's just, you have people who have fear of flying who will never get on flights, and people who have fear of flying that has anxiety, and I would have anxiety for flying. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I can't wait for next Friday. Yay! I'm going flying. I Denise, it's crazy. I don't know what it is and why it is. I think it's because of the lack of control.
Yeah.
The lack of
So
control.
you feel like you have to be in control of everything, or you will lose control.
I feel like the minute like we get onto the plane, and I have studied flying so much, so much that I know when we're taxiing on the runway. I know when we stop. I know when we go slow. I know when the minute the plane stops on this long runway, I know that the next minute is going to be like, we're going to go and the engine's going to get louder. And that's when I'm like, I kind of, when I get off the plane at that time, when I get off the plane and the anxiety, like I can't breathe, or I have my sunglasses on, is like the minute the windows lift up off the ground, it's like I'm not home anymore. I'm not home. I'm not there if my children need me, if my dogs need me, I'm not on my land kind of thing. I'm not a drive away from my people, if that makes sense.
If I'm on a plane with you, I'll tell you what, Jen, I'll get on a plane with you, and I'll be just like that dude on the Twilight Zone. There's something on the wing, and I'll just start ripping shit up and everything. And sitting by a window seat, that's crazy. Because I mean, something happens, that window breaks, you're gonna be sucked out of that window so fast. At least I'm in the middle aisle, I can grab onto somebody or put somebody over me to make sure I'm not getting out.
That's true. That's true.
Like, oh my God. Turns out that there are people who aren't shit.
I will take, my doctors will prescribe me Xanax for flying. And I will
That's
have
Anthony.
a Xanax.
That's got to be Anthony right now with that.
happened?
Is that the slap a bitch one?
What happened?
Is that the slap a bitch one?
Yeah, no, it's I thought I was muted. God damn it. Reggie, you unmuted me, didn't you?
Nope.
Hey, Courtney. Yeah, that's from an episode on Reggie's show. Reggie had a show, and it was myself, the Wraith Lord back there. It was Hearst Man, and he had another person on here, was a doctor, and it kind of went sideways towards the middle, because that's when Anthony texted me. He said, "Let's fuck this show up," and I'm like, "Okay." and I went off for about 3 seconds. I mean, I went off, got something to drink. I came right back, and next thing I know, Hearst Man was threatening to slap the doctor in the face and everything else, kicking his ass. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this show went to shit in 3 seconds. I mean, wow.
Go on for 5 minutes.
I can't.
My biggest fear is flying. What are your biggest fears, and why?
My biggest fear is actually laying in the bed with Jackie when she's got gas.
Oh, the Jesus Lord. Come on.
That stuff will kill a person, man. That's like choking. That's like, man, that's some serious stuff there. I'm telling you that now. Dogs walk away from her. I mean, that's bad when the dogs walk away.
You're bad. You are bad. Kimmy, what about you? What's your biggest fear?
Dolls, clowns, and boats.
Why of each? Why have you a fear of each?
The doll thing is, I was actually a kid and actually saw a doll move, and so I just don't do dolls now. I just can't. The clown thing is, I was at a haunted house, and this clown with a chainsaw, and of course it came out right around the same time too. So the clown had a chainsaw and was chasing people around the haunted house. And yes, that happened. Wow. And then the boat, just because I can't swim, worth the crap. So.
That's understandable. Yeah, that's understandable, of course.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Reg?
Well, my biggest fear?
Yep.
Razor blades.
Oh my goodness.
That's different.
That is different.
Yeah, that's why I'm never clean shaved.
Oh.
I use hair clippers when I shave.
Why?
When I was my mother brought me over to a boyfriend's house, and I was upstairs playing, and he had kids too, and I was upstairs playing around, and I was going through the toy box, and I found a razor, and I thought it was a toy, and it was a disposable razor, and I acted like I was shaving and ended up with 6 stitches.
Oh.
Because I didn't know it was an actual razor blade. And so ever since that moment when I was a kid, I never used razor blades.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
At first, I thought
No.
you said hemorrhoids. At first, I thought I heard hemorrhoids, but I was getting there. I can agree with you. I embrace my hemorrhoids. I name them. I embrace them.
That's funny.
We got Mr. Scotty in here now. Mr. Scotty, man, I thought you were going to be in bed by now.
Is that me? I hope that wasn't
Man,
me.
can you hear that?
Was that thunder?
Yes, boy. It's outside of my apartment.
Damn, that was a good one, bro.
No, is it really?
Yeah, it's thundering like crazy.
No, it was a fart,
Okay.
Jenny.
That's my. Shut up. That's my second fear.
Boy.
What, thunder?
Yeah, there's.
I have 2 fears, right? Flying and thunder and lightning. That's it.
Oh, man.
Damn,
I love lightning.
I love storms. Storms
No,
are the
I
best.
like them when I'm inside in a cupboard with a bottle of wine.
Hi, Joanne.
There's a good derailment going on here. Man, I wish we could get this on here.
I know I'm getting the scoop of this right now.
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh
I'm
my
getting
goodness.
screenshots
I
as we
love-
talk.
I'm in that live. Sorry, but I'm in that live with that person, and I'm on his live in his chat. So
By the
sorry.
way, happy birthday, Joanne. Happy birthday.
Happy
Reggie's my new hero. Reggie's my new hero.
I want to be your hero.
Well, you're gonna have to.
So Scott, what is your fear?
Somebody walking in on me when I'm masturbating. Spiders. I don't like spiders.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like spiders.
Oh, I have a nest of spiders in my bedroom, and they were all hatched.
That's why I won't be in there with you. I'm just saying. I'll be on the couch. Yeah, I don't like spiders, and I don't like heights. Like I've flown, and I cut trees. Like
Yes.
here at work, I cut trees. I'll go. I think our boom tops out at about 60 feet in the air,
And you do that.
and I do that. It's weird because like as long as I got my harness on and there's something underneath me, I'm good. But
Do you like flying?
I'll fly. I've probably flown 4 or 5 times. So, and I've been through some good storms. Louisiana's probably the scariest one coming back from Polk, Louisiana.
Why?
Man, we hit turbulence, dude, and our plane went.
I'm not doing that. Like I'm flying from Ireland to London next Friday, which people say it's a 50
That's only what, like a 4-hour flight?
No, it's a 50-minute flight.
15 minutes, that's it?
50.
50?
Yeah. And people
What?
say
That's cake.
but
bro.
no, that's me being in an airport. That's me walking.
How the hell you
onto
getting
a
the Fear
plane.
Fest then? You're gonna get on a boat?
I'm gonna take a lot of Xanax.
If she's coming to Fear Fest,
I'm gonna take
I want
Xanax and gin and tonic, and I'm good.
I want my hotel room. I want my room next to Jenny's. I'm just saying. Hello.
What happened? I heard genitalic. That's all I heard.
Please, Lord.
either that or Jimmy's. I'll take my hotel room by either one. I'll be good.
Oh my god! Even if I'm like, it's a 50-minute flight, but I'll be like, it's like 8:45 in the morning, but I will be having like a Xanax and I'll be having a gin and tonic.
Right.
And then we're doing the live that night, but I'll be good. I'll be good.
Yeah, you'll
I
be good.
need to get that flight over and done with. It's even entering the plane. It's like, nope. Every time I enter a plane, I let them know I have a fear. I am the one that you have in your flight and your day. I'm sorry for your troubles, but
Well, I'm gonna say this: go into the bathroom, and I'm not afraid to talk about sexuality stuff.
and do what?
And do whatever you need to do, even if it's just with yourself, because it calm and relaxes you. I'm just saying, it really does. But please yourself, you'll be like, oh my God, yes. And that's what it's. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
If it's only one yes, then she's not doing it right. I mean, I'm just,
That's right.
Exactly, Howard. Exactly. Oh my Lord.
What's your fear, Michael? But I'm just saying, like, that's a way to like relax yourself. It calms you down, and at least guys, we have sex and we're like, not me. I get hungry for French toast, so I go down and cook.
Okay.
Well, I do all the work. Might as well fucking eat.
Damn, we had to count this out there. I just got called out.
By who?
Reggie, man, this is good stuff over here. Sorry, I wish we could get this on.
are you getting the
What
same
the
one?
heck is going on now?
I just got called out by that guy, man.
What's
oh,
his name?
shoot. This big, awesome Unholy Trinity podcast that we're missing. That we could bring this on here, man. Oh my gosh, man.
What's up? Who's
I
Facebook
tried.
user?
I'm getting ready to find out.
Oh my God.
That's understandable, Michael. That's understandable. I feel that way.
Totally.
I think after I retired and came back in, I think I lost a lot of stuff. I really do.
Do you ever feel like you would lose your interest in the paranormal? Like literally, you are.
I did.
You know when,
I did.
But you know when you say, like, I was like that during the last 2 months. I was saying, you know what? I can't be arsed. It's too many adults bullying and hating and fighting.
Yeah.
That I just thought, I've got way too much in my freaking home life. This is what I love to
Hey,
do.
Tommy, what's up, brother? That's
But-
Tommy Brumfield.
But there's so
Hey,
much.
Tommy.
There's so much fighting and bullying in the paranormal field from adults to adults that you loved and you liked and you respected, that they come for you, and then you think to yourself, the fuck?
No, I started out in 2007 in the paranormal field, and by 2013, 2014, I retired. I was done. I was done having my own team, blah blah blah, and it wasn't until 2021, 22, what is this, 23, 2021 till I got back in. So I took a huge break in between all of it.
Yeah.
And because I'd lost all interest in it. It wasn't fun no more. You know, I was running my own team. At the time, there wasn't all these other places to go, like Waverly Hills and that. So you did a lot of promoting your team to get residentials, you know. And
Yep.
I got tired of it being like a business. So I'm like, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yep. I gotcha. Totally understand. Like in the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing a show of, and I know a lot of people have done shows of bullying in the paranormal, but I am finding a lot of male harassing women in the paranormal field, and I will be doing a show in the next, say, 2 weeks about it. And it's like just male or, you know, trotting on women in the paranormal.
We are there's men out in the paranormal field who just it's just like in real life. They're very narcissistic.
Yes.
They're very full of themselves, you know, and
Man, I just got banned.
you just got banned.
Yeah, I don't know why would they ban Dr. Race Prince, you know, EAD, safe place, you know, why?
God.
What are we missing?
What is happening?
Oh, there's a bunch of stuff that's happening from that show.
Hi, Nicole.
Yeah.
Which show is it? My phone's about to die. Which one?
Reggie, where was this? Where can they find that show at?
Man,
He just banned me.
Oh, really?
Thank you, Nicole.
who did?
Nathan.
Okay.
He didn't like what I said.
What
Oh,
did you say?
I don't
Was he
know.
black
I'm trying to give him some help. I'm trying to give him some counseling. Just make everything okay. That's it.
What's going on with him? Who is that? And what's going on with him?
This was good.
Megan.
Do you know what? I find the paranormal field has become an adult, stupid playground for people who has a lot of bloody, shitty anger and stupidity.
I'm just in it for the women.
Which, Scott?
I said I'm just in the paranormal field for the women. Hi, Megan.
It's
What?
just like in the last 2 months, I've had the most harassment and forced out of something, even though they didn't do it, they didn't force me. I walked, I left. But I had
Dude,
no
that's a good
choice
question.
but to leave. I had no choice but to leave. But that will be a show that will come up soon.
I
Hi,
got
Denise.
Nicole wants to
I
know
got I got something for Jenny's fears.
Well,
He said flying in thunderstorms. This is as we're entering into Austin, Texas to land.
okay.
I've been there. And
All right, now watch out! Watch out for the lightning. Here it comes. We're getting ready to land.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see it right about now. There it is.
Oh crap! Man.
Oh, that's miles away, man. I thought that thing was like going to hit the wing or something. Man, that's something.
Well, I wish my abilities would increase if it did.
But you're still in the air when it's happening in the air. So it doesn't matter how far away
I'll be right back.
Oh, no, I was hoping.
No. What? You were hoping it was closer?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
I love lightning and thunder.
Let me tell you.
But I had an encounter though. One of these, I don't know, cryptid encounters with a thunderbird during thunder and lightning, and it was kind of cool.
I'm not doing it.
That ain't crap. I'm gonna tell you right now. You wanna experience the weather? Stand out in the middle of a freaking hurricane. I've done that more than times. I've actually been on that. They call me Little Jim Cantor when I get out there and do that. Because I don't give a shit.
I went.
Trees were falling down all around me. Jackie was freaking out in the house. She's screaming and hollering at me and everything else. And I was like, come on. And I was out there taking pictures, videos, and everything.
When I lived in Daytona Beach, I was getting yelled at a lot too. I went to the beach during Hurricane Andrew back in the 90s. The big hurricane.
That is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
We don't have anything like here in Ireland. We have none of that. We have gales. We have bad gales. We don't have it. We have bad gales. We don't have hurricanes.
You got
we call that y'all gales. We call that feeder band.
What's that?
That's like bands of the storm that's coming in. They come in waves.
Yeah. We have the tail end of it, which is like literally it is still dangerous, but we don't have that hurricane. And my eldest daughter wants me to take her to America to see a tornado. She is obsessed with tornadoes. She knows F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, and the hand of God. She knows all of these, she's studied it. And yet my daughter has intellectual disabilities, but she is so fantastically in tune with this. And she goes, Mom, will you take me over to America to, look at the
tornadoes?
And I was like, yeah, okay. Which one do you want to stay, But I will someday. I don't want to experience that for anyone in America, but my daughter is very much interested in it.
I'll tell you what's fun. Get on that Causeway Bridge. It's the largest bridge in the world. It's in the Guinness Book of Records. It's the largest bridge in the world over open water.
Nope. And I know I'm gonna have to drive over that fucking thing.
And driving across that thing and driving and having water spouts hitting the side of that bridge, and you just standing. The only thing you can do is just like drive through it. Boom! I mean, the whole bridge shakes. You can feel it, and this is a cement bridge. I mean,
Why are you telling me that?
Because I love it.
See, Scott, so is your fear of water?
Do I have a fear of water? I have fear of drowning.
I didn't ever have a fear of drowning until I had my first daughter. And for 19 years, I've never, ever put my head underneath water. Ever.
And I used to be on the swim team, and I figured that one out. Now I'm a great swimmer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What made you change?
I don't know. Probably the damn army. Army made me change a lot. That's why I don't even like heights anymore. So
Megan's with you.
Yeah, we
fear of falling.
We had a we had a huge amount of tornadoes. I grew up in Illinois.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
Lots of tornadoes.
See. Yep. Yeah. Nicole said they get fires and earthquakes in Southern California, and that's probably scary. They get those wild fires out there, dude. That would be crazy just to have.
It just takes
out of nowhere. An earthquake, man. Screw earthquakes. Nope, I'm not down. I'm not down on earthquakes.
We get none of these things in Ireland.
I wouldn't be able to handle that one either.
No, I'm gonna call this out for what it is right now. In the room right now in the chat, we have 4 men and 2 women.
Okay.
And the women have legitimate. The women have legitimate fears. They've already said their fears. Now, men, y'all are all full of shit. I'll say this right now. All full of shit.
The race prince fears nothing.
Yes, you are scared. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You are in fear if you was out in public with no pants on, you're just naked, and people looking at the tiny penis.
I thought you were going to tell.
That's what I'm saying right now. You have fear of tiny penis syndrome.
No, that was scary.
You saying that to me?
Say the dolls.
You got to be in fear of something.
The dolls telling on me. That's what scares me.
Are you saying I would be scared because you realize who you're talking to? You remember that guy that just did some stuff at a place called Wetzelland a couple weeks ago?
I know.
No. If I'm going to be disappointed, y'all going to be disappointed too. So I'm just saying.
I share the wealth.
Dude, I wake up in the morning, take a shower, and my reflection laughs at me. I'm like, dude, it was cold in the shower. I don't know what you're laughing about.
Yeah, people was asking about the Maui.
Yeah,
fires
man.
And everything.
Yeah, those fires over there are crazy. I was just seeing a thing on there last time I seen, and prayers go out to everybody over there. I think 36 people have been killed.
Wow.
Yeah, Nicole agrees with me. I think that's what she's agreeing that men have tiny penises.
Yeah. Kimmy, why are you being so damn quiet?
I'm just listening.
Well, you need to get in on this.
Kimmy, that's the best way. Just,
You're right, Megan. That is absolutely true.
Yeah, me and Kimmy, we just listen.
It's the best way. It is the best way.
Got no difficulty.
Dang, that is crazy.
Yeah, but my true fears, I'll tell you this much. My true fears is just like Kimmy. I hate clowns. I will punch a clown in the fucking face. I hate fucking. They hiding something.
Dude, it's not John Wayne Gacy.
Gacy was a clown.
Yeah, that's why he's in fear of him. John Wayne Gacy.
Hotel.
Oh, I don't mind. I ain't worried about John Wayne. I just don't like clowns. I just have a fear of them.
I would sleep in a hotel.
And porcelain dolls. Not just Benny dolls. Porcelain dolls. Because they can have a good example. A great example would be the movie, not the actuality, but the movie Annabelle.
What about her? She ain't scared.
Well, you look at a doll, a ceramic doll. They are so lifelike now. I mean, you can get them basically look like a baby now. It actually looks like a newborn baby. Some of these dolls.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's easy for something evil to get into that doll as a vessel.
Is it not the same for anything that's an object? Would be as easy to get into a music
I
box.
wouldn't mind if it was a sex doll.
Oh,
Right? Ooh,
yeah.
a succubus. Yeah. What's up, Chris?
Hey,
I'm
Chris,
just saying.
Oh my gosh.
You see, the reason why y'all scared of dolls and clowns is because when you all younger, you sitting there watching a damn poltergeist, and that clown came out from underneath the bed, and you poo-pooed your pants, and that was it.
true.
That's all she wrote.
That's why I said it was the
I was
movie.
already old enough to know that. Like all my experiences with a doll or a clown or whatever was way before all that, though.
That's why I said
Dolls,
the movie,
dolls.
not the actuality, because the actuality that is correct. Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Hi, daughter. What am I doing? I'm talking to some people overseas.
I agree
This
with
is-
Michael as well. I have.
This is my new job.
forgotten.
I sell insurance to people overseas.
So,
Airplane insurance.
how much is it per month?
Hey, Adam.
I'm looking at
Yeah.
Michael Koff's comment here. Honestly, have a fear of being forgotten. Do you
You
have a
know,
fear of being forgotten?
I kind of do.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's why I am the way that I am, goofy, and I make people laugh because, to me, that's kind of my legacy. You know,
Remember.
when my time goes, everybody's
And
everybody's gonna be like, "You remember Scotty, man? That dude was funny." Like,
Yeah, yeah.
so.
I do have the same fear of being forgotten. I mean, people talk about me now when I'm alive. Let's keep doing it.
What y'all do besides paranormal investigators?
Okay.
I used to fear that, but I don't anymore.
Yeah, do you know what? Well, I'm the same as well. I probably couldn't give two bloody freaking hoots. You know, if you remember me, the ones who love me will know me. The ones who don't know me can go and F themselves.
Oh,
The way I see it, though, is
Only if you're in the room.
I'm understanding spiritual energy in my communication, and when I leave this human body, I'm not letting anyone forget me. They're gonna know I'm there.
you're right.
I'm gonna definitely move some stuff.
Yeah,
You're
me,
like,
definitely, me too.
House, Reggie, leave.
Howard, what did you say?
Oh, you said they didn't like who you are. They can go fuck themselves. I
Yeah,
said only if you're in the room with us.
Yeah, I
What
gotta
happened? What
have
happened? All I heard was fuck.
participation, in this. I want a
Let me insert
participation
this
trophy. Let me see, Nicole.
yeah.
I do podcast. I do a podcast called The Paranormal Jackass, and I work two jobs. I'm a city worker where I live, so I cut trees. I run a mini excavator. I run a roller, whatever they need, I do. And then I also work in the lumber yard at Menards. So
And he's
most
a
days I'm working 12 to 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And he's a professional leg humper.
So you
I am
play
a
with
professional leg humper
Yes.
and a
by
strip
trade.
teaser
By
and a
trade.
strip tease
Yes.
and a strip
Yeah,
tease.
how about Jen? Jen, what do you do besides
I,
paranormal investigation?
me,
Yeah, what do you do
I am a dog
besides
groomer.
me?
I'm a dog groomer. Besides you, Scott. I'm a dog groomer, and I work in animal rescue. So I home checks people who wants to adopt dogs, and I do fostering and I do transport of dogs to the new homes. But I home check to make sure they're all good people, and I volunteer and rescue. And I'm a dog, like I said, I'm a dog groomer. So I make your ugly dogs look pretty.
Shit, yeah. Can you make this look pretty?
I can work with you. I could work
Oh
with
yeah,
you. Yeah, I could
I'm
do.
good.
I could do something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just
yeah.
going to keep going. I'm just going down. Reggie, how about you?
What's the question?
What do you do?
What do you do besides paranormal investigating?
I'm stuck working I'm a mechanic. I like a pin setter mechanic. Bowling alleys.
Oh wow, that's good.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I've been doing that since my first day on the job. Was I've been bowling my whole life. I was like kind of semi-pro, and my grandpa got me into that when I was a kid. Well, on the day I was told by the guy that owned the bowling alley where I was going to high school at the time that as soon as I turned 16, he'd start training me on the machine. So on my 16th birthday, I went and got my license and drove straight out to the bowling alley and was working that night.
Wow.
So,
Dang.
so it's been since 1990. Was the first
Wow.
year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Screw your 7-10 split, bro.
Wow.
Hey man, as long as they let me use the lane oiler, I can pick up any split down there.
I'm glad you can.
Put the oiler on there.
All right.
Yeah,
How
I've
about you?
picked up a few of them.
How about you, Kimmy?
I'm actually a retired grocery store worker from Winn-Dixie, and
That's
I
what-
just recently
That's what
started
Nicole is.
candles and lip balms and perfume balms.
Oh, that's brilliant. You're working.
Hell yeah.
How about Mr. Anthony's?
Me?
I already know, but go ahead.
Oh, me, I don't know. I'm a professional Facebook stalker. I am practicing my doctrine in Dr. EAD.
You're doing dog training.
Yeah, no, not doctrine.
Oh, this is
Doctorate.
Yeah, my PhD in AD, my PhD in EAD, PhD in AD, and I come up with nice little pictures. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the one right there. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
God, are you kidding me?
Wow. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's okay. Scott, we can talk about it later. We can set a session up for you, and we can help you with this and make
I don't
you
even know how you guys
save.
got. How'd you guys get that picture?
That's Wetzelin.
Oh, is that? Oh, my bad.
Paranormal porn.
Yeah, so that's part
That was
of it.
my knuckle, man. I'm just saying. See?
No,
That's
that
my
wasn't Knuckles. That was the real thing. And we'll get you some help. We'll get you some therapy, and we'll get you in a good place, and you'll be all right. So that's what I do.
He has that calming voice when he starts.
I know, right?
Sounds
Who?
like a real Anthony. He sounds like a freaking real doctor. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
that's what I do. So
That's what he does.
calming.
Yeah.
It's calming, but it's funny as hell.
How does that make you feel?
yes, how does that make you feel?
You're in a safe place.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're all
What
good.
about you, Howard? Howard
Oh,
Petrie,
God.
what do you do?
I do a lot of stuff. I do too much. Let's see. I do the investigating. I do the.
Besides that,
Let's see. I have my own foundation. We help pregnant women who suffer from perinatal, prenatal, postpartum depression, and mental illnesses. I'm a third-degree Knight of Knights of Columbus. Also, affiliate. Well, I am a member of NAMI, National Alliance for Mental Illness, on federal, state, local chapters. Same with suicide prevention. Now I'm an event organizer. I'm a network owner, half owner and network, Paralinks Network. There's so many things it's like what I don't do. I'm also a loving, somewhat loving husband, somewhat. She might, attest to that.
If you,
Then
Howard,
father.
if you were not doing all of these things, if you were not doing any of them, what would be the one thing that you would just say, I want to do this?
Fishing.
Okay, fishing.
nice.
That's your comfort. That's your getaway moment, peace, quiet time.
So you asking what's the one thing we would love to do in our lives, that, like
Yeah.
a dream job or something like that?
Yeah. So if we weren't doing all the work that we were doing, like we're doing a lot of work.
Right.
One thing that you would want to say, right? I just need. This is my calling is rescue. I work rescue with animals. That's my calling.
Right.
My passion is paranormal. My passion is rescue animals. If I had 1 week off, what would I do? If I had no Wi-Fi, no nothing, I would go and live in a forest literally.
I would sleep almost. I'd sleep for a week.
I'd go to a forest and I would just camp in it, or have a log cabin, or camp in a forest with and I would probably eat bloody magic mushrooms and feckin' live in them for the week, or whatever they have to eat, and live off the berries. And I'm not promoting magic mushrooms, but if they had berries that are just wild, I'll eat them, just to get away from the freaking craziness of electricity.
Well, you come to Fear Fest, I got somebody who's gonna be there that does that. Well, it's not that, but I mean it's the person who sells the CBD oil. And you can imagine after taking that stuff, you can just go sit down and relax in the quiet room. And
I've been there, and I was literally licking the wallpaper. I was told I was licking the wallpaper.
Yeah, boy.
Yes, it's been a moment. It's been a moment. So if you had one place that you would go to say, fuck you people, and switch off and do nothing, what would you do and where would you go?
I go camping.
Hey, Chris, we're gonna go taking Jim's mushrooms and going fishing. I don't even have to have a bait on the line. I could just leave the hook in the water, and I'll be just happy just like that.
I'm going swimming with the fish.
I'm going camping. I want to go camping. I want to be around the bonfire. I don't drink that often, but I'll crack open a beer and I'll sit there and listen to music.
Oh my God!
You just did it, Wetzelin.
Yeah, we got video.
That wasn't beer though. That was homemade apple pie that I made.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, you can't have no apple pie. You're only 17.
What? The moonshine, Jen. That's moonshine.
I've heard so much about moonshine. And
if you can think you can pet a possum, you go on out there. Go on ahead. Go out there and try and pet that possum.
Denise
go ahead.
And she's gonna put that stuff up.
Denise,
Denise is a professional shopper on Google. I mean, this woman, she can find anything for Google. She's got shoes for her guinea pigs. Come on, really?
This is true. Yeah, she does.
I have to say, reading Denise's comment there, I am so with it, because when she was saying like she lost a little bit of who she was, that's me. I lost who I was. I didn't know. I forget who I was before I came into paranormal. My life.
How you doing, Steve?
Animals. But I just have lost a little bit of myself when it came to paranormal.
We all do that, though.
Paranormal is a thing that you say you want to stop, but you know what? In reality, you can't. For me in rescue, if I want to stop rescue work, could I? No. Could I stop paranormal? No, because it's my everyday life. Like you see an old building in a town, and like, oh my God, I wonder if that's haunted. You book yourself into a hotel, and especially.
See, I'm the opposite. Like, I can. If I want to, I can just quit.
Oh, I couldn't.
Seriously.
Just
because, like, I know my life gets so hectic working 2 jobs and doing this and that. And there comes a point in time when I'm just like, okay, now it's me. I have to focus on me. I have to get back to where I was.
Mm-hmm.
And this man up right there, like when I left things in 13th Dimension, I retired. I retired again. Yeah. And this man right here, he found out I retired. Yeah, He's like, hey, you need to come do a podcast. I'm like, Howard. He's like, man, I will bring Chrissy on, me and Chrissy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. Okay. So, but literally, I was on my way out. I was ready to be done again. And here I am. And had he not done that, I mean, I wouldn't be sitting here. I wouldn't be going to Fear Fest. Hey, close that door. You live in a barn?
We can quit.
Okay, I'll be back. She wants me to see the fat possum.
We can quit drinking anytime, right?
Did the fat possum?
Yeah, we got a possum out front. I'm going to chase this son of a bitch right now.
It's greasy.
No,
Scott, greasy.
Leave it alone.
I want to pet him.
Okay, take a picture.
With a knife.
Don't do anything.
A little bit of gravy.
I heard the good eating.
It's kind of greasy. They're kind of greasy.
That's my problem. I want to pet everything.
Yeah.
I want to pet everything I see.
So we can quit drinking anytime we want. Is that what he was saying? that what he said?
I
Yeah.
think so. That's
I
why I
think-
took it.
I think what he said, we can drink and he can stop drinking anytime. Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, I stopped drinking too. I used to drink too, but I stopped. I know I can.
that.
I
Oh,
can.
you know
I
what?
can stop.
I tell you, and it's not. It's
Shopping. Denise is shopping.
whereas I'd see what someone would say, like Denise is saying that that paranormal has taken over and you've forgotten who you were before paranormal, and that she's
Yeah.
taken time out to do what she loved. And I did that for about a year or 2 years to go back into rescue, and then I left rescue to go back into paranormal. I never probably properly left paranormal, but I went back into rescue. And the minute you go back into rescue, you're bombarded. So
Yeah.
like it's like a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So I wish I could do what Denise is doing. Is taking a breather.
Me too. That's Ernie.
First,
Yeah,
That was Ernie.
drinking. I'll stop drinking sometime, but not tonight.
Yeah, I see so many people in their big public announcement that they retire from the paranormal, but it never lasts more than a couple of months. How about? I mean, I've tried to take away. I try to get away from podcasting for a while just to get this crap done, and it's like I get dragged right back into it. I mean, it's not like I want to do it. I just get dragged back into it.
Yeah,
So
I
it's a
do
pain
too.
in the
Howard.
ass.
I stole me another bottle. I'll stop drinking sometime.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
Maybe I should start drinking. Maybe we all should start drinking. Go on podcasts.
I got some root beer out in the moonshine.
That's pretty good.
Michael,
We should take a drink, and then after we take every time you say a Bible verse, we take a drink.
Oh shit! After what I heard a while ago, man, we'd be dead.
Oh Jesus!
I did that. We did that with Chrissy Morales. We had a drinking show on here. It was on Unholy Trinity, and every time a certain word would come up, you had to take a drink. But it wasn't for us. It was for the viewers. So we was letting them drink every time we heard. You had to get a drink. You had to chug something. And Chrissy had a daiquiri. I thought it was tea or something, and she would kept drinking, and that poor girl. But she, by the end of the show, she kept, and it was a metal straw, and she kept following forward on that thing. We got concerned about her, and so she says, "I gotta go let the dog in." And she went into a back porch, and she fell off the back porch, and she was that drunk, and she couldn't get back in the house. And she laid out there in the yard for about an hour. We was with her. I mean, we was laughing at her. And we got kind of scared because she's diabetic, and it was shooting her diabetes. She was getting to that point where she should have went to the hospital because she just drank too much. It's like, wow, man, it was a fun show.
Hey, I'm back.
You get to pet your
I
possum.
know, Denise. I know.
Yeah, you do. That's for damn sure, Denise.
No, I didn't get to pet my possum.
Oh my God, he's
That's
doing
why I
it.
said
jeez.
Pina
I went out
coladas.
to
It's
feed
good.
him and he took off.
I never had
He's a
that.
pet.
Do your
gonna-
deep, God, do your
Ernie-
deep voice.
Ernie,
That's
we were talking
disgusting.
tonight. We was just talking tonight with Ernie, and they come, want to make sure they let me know what their plans were and everything. And one of the plans is one of the things I got to do with Ernie. We're going to go eat breakfast, and we're going to go get him some big biscuits and stuff like that with gravy. But one of the things I want to do is bring Denise. I'm gonna set her up at Pat O'Brien's, and
That's where I'm going.
I'm gonna just let her get a hurricane in her. I'm gonna get her a blowjob. I'm gonna get her a whole bunch of drinks in her, and the blowjob's pretty good.
Yeah. That's the first place I'm going, right there. I already told
Oh
you.
my goodness.
Y'all know what a blowjob is, right?
What the blowjob, Anthony? Is that the first thing you're getting?
Yeah, I'm getting 2 of those.
Me too. And
Are you giving or are you receiving?
It don't matter as long as it gets inside of me. That's all.
Only
Dude,
receive.
I still can't get that taste out of my mouth.
I can't.
I'm just kidding. I still
Well,
can't
that's
get the
all it
taste
is,
out of my
Denise.
mouth.
It's a little bitty. It's a little. It looks like I can show you what it looks like. I got this. I wanted to show, but
Oh Jesus Lord.
it's not. I got one that sits right next to my desk. It's a hurricane glass, and it's a Pat O'Brien's glass.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
Yeah,
One.
Pat O'Brien, and it's shaped like a hurricane glass.
Oh,
Nice.
On top of a hurricane lantern, and that's filled with herc, and it tastes just like freaking Hawaiian punch.
Oh yeah, dude.
And that
Yeah.
shit will sleep up on you and just get you.
I want a slow, comfortable screw up against the wall with a bang.
And then a blowjob, all that is just it's Bailey's and Bailey's and Kahlua. And you just mix that and you put a little whipped cream on top of it, and that's a blowjob.
See, y'all laughing, but a slow, comfortable screw up against the wall with a bang. That is slow gin, orange juice, and grenadine with a shot of Jack Daniels.
Perfect. It's an Irish drink. We can take that in 2 seconds. Gin.
And trust me.
I got this from St. Patrick's Day. It was sent to me, and I wanted to show Jenny this. Of course, you have to have green, right?
You got the pearls.
And then this is the Mardi Gras beads like they throw out, and this is the bead that they.
Did you guys see the monkey ones I got? Did you see the monkey beads I got?
I want that
Yes.
so bad.
Yes, we've seen the monkey beads you got.
It's like a ceramic. It's ceramic.
Oh, really? Oh,
When you climbed the Bigfoot girl, you killed me, man.
Hey, man's got to do what man's got to do. I'm just
If you would have got her squeeching like Bigfoot's girlfriend, man, I would have gotten off right there. It was like a fantasy come true.
Dude, that was great, dude. Such a good time, man.
So that was just for me, man. I appreciated that.
Hey,
If I could have sent $1 bills to the phone, I would have.
Did you earn the beads?
I did.
Yes,
I did.
Women, it's just like in Wetzelin. Women show their boobs and they get beads, and
What
then
did
men
you show? What did you show?
you show your junk.
Did you show your junk?
I did. I had pictures of it and everything. I said, "Look, this is the junk that's in my backyard. This is the junk that's in my front yard. I got junk in the garbage can right now.
You know,
I
I
got a
don't even
bunch
know
of-
where those beads went. Let me see if I can find them real fast.
I got junk everywhere."
His
That's
monkeys.
funny.
Chris
He's
is
gonna go look for his
Show a
monkeys.
nut. Chris is asking to show a nut.
I got some coming in. I got cashews. I like almonds myself. Yeah, I like
I'm very
almonds.
partial to an almond.
Pecans are big down here. If everybody loves pecans, you can get fresh pecans off a tree.
Yeah.
Pistachios is okay for Christmas time.
They give you diarrhea if you eat too much of those pistachios.
I need to eat plenty of those. I don't need to eat none of those. I'm on that metformin. That gives me the shits all day long, man. Wow. Can't handle it. I just can't handle it. That's a good question for the panel. What kind of medications y'all take? Do you self-medicate? Do you have
Pornhub.
actual prescriptions?
Yeah, Pornhub.
I'm taking Xanax next week. That's the only one I'm taking for flying. That's it.
She's like,
Does Pornhub count as a medication?
Yes, it would actually. So you can
It works. It works with sex magic. I know that.
bring you to your happy place and it will release you from stress. So yes, it would. Mhm. That's all I'm saying. Anyone else want to? Reg? Kimmy?
I don't know. I'm not on any.
Okay.
You're asking about medication?
Yes. What? Yeah. Not me, but
I take ibuprofen.
That's
That's
okay.
it. I mean a lot of caffeine. If you can count that as a medication.
Yeah.
No, I think Reggie's got that star juice. You think that star juice? We can't even get that.
Yeah, I thought Scott was going to put a flag on that chick. One small step from man.
See that?
Right
there.
I would have.
She looked so big to you when she was sitting down, and then when she's standing next to you, you look the same size. I was so confused.
But that was the very last girl in the black dress, right? Is that the one you're
It was
talking about?
It was the Bigfoot girl. The one that when you climbed her, she looked like Mount Everest, and Bigfoot put together.
Yes. Anybody that stands next to me looks really tall. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but she was spinning you like a top, dude. I mean, be honest with you.
I don't remember.
I do. I can get the playback on that if you want.
And you?
Listen, y'all got to understand. So
You go to
I
my
made
YouTube page, Paranormal Swamp Talk. Oh yeah, Paranormal Swamp Talk YouTube page. You can find that video on Paranormal Swamp.
So I made apple pie to take. Okay, and most people use vodka or something like that to make apple pie. I do not. I use Everclear. I use 190 proof Everclear. So if you drink a gallon of mine, this is what you end up with. Shit like this.
You're fucking lying because you were mounting that and you were never clear. You were ever clear, never clear. You were fucking distorted, dude. The fucking name lied to you, bro.
Well, you know, I was definitely feeling something that night.
Yeah, don't ever believe that bottle again, bro. Let me help you out. Everclear, no, that's a lie, dude.
It was fun because we told all the newbies, all the girls, at least the girls, you're gonna get a lap dance tonight. And then the one guy, we call him Nubs because he's missing fingers. That was just for fun. We love messing with Steven, so he just happened to sit down but then I'm sitting there and they're like, "Hey, we got another girl," and I'm like, "Wait a minute now, this is like my fifth one. What are you guys doing to me? I'm worn out here." But I wasn't. Yeah, we had to. The show must keep going.
Fingers and not the other thing.
Yeah, Kathy's
yeah. Next year, you gotta find her and take her a Bigfoot outfit for me, man.
Dude, I could probably I will make that happen. I will get a Bigfoot outfit and we'll make that happen.
He took a scream and everything else. That would be the rocks right there, man.
Dude, I will. Can it be like a Chewbacca?
Whatever you want it to be, that's all in the same fantasy, dude. Fur.
Because I'm telling you what, if she can make that sound, dude, that would be fantastic. And I'll act like R2-D2, you know, it'll be good.
Anne Marie, she says, I smoke the good stuff.
Oh my god.
Anne Marie, what the fuck am I gonna... Oh, that's a good question.
They had another one that was earlier, but question here, what are your thoughts on poltergeist activity? Is it a living person or is it caused by someone from the afterlife or both? Love to get your thoughts. No, I think a poltergeist it can be generated from matter of fact, there's studies on that where especially with younger adolescent women, it's something that you actually create. A person actually creates it themselves. Yes,
but what if they unknown to themselves, like they don't know that they're creating it? Because as a young woman and as an adolescent woman, that you're going through the changes, that you don't create these poltergeists yourself. It's just because they latch onto you because you're very vulnerable because you're going through a change.
They've actually found anybody in a young age, female or male, and anybody going through trauma that have like mentally unstable, that can't keep the energy inside. Like we go through something tragic, most of us can keep it inside, but some people can't, so they project it outwards.
Okay.
Through doing that, it creates a poltergeist. It's reacting with that person's energy. If it doesn't get snipped in the butt, say within like 30 days, 60 days, it's a very close cycle, then that poltergeist actually becomes its own self-living entity off of that person's energy. So,
okay.
I know what you was talking about, Jim, but if you want a good, I guess a good answer for that, and it's still undetermined on this, by the way, is if you ever, the best way to explain it, I guess, would be the movie. It's back from the 70s, I believe, maybe 80s, called The Entity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, that was crazy.
Paula Moran. She dealt with actually being raped in her home
Yes,
and everything else by this.
Yes.
Now, was that created by her? It could have been because she was going through that point where she was I call it man pausing.
Man
pause. Well, women call it menopause, and I get man pause.
Yeah.
Everything that women go through begins with a
but it's scary. I mean, it's scary though, because I've seen a lot of cases of poltergeist activity, and them are the scary ones. Because someone's energy actually becomes living. Think about that. You create something that starts living.
Who is that?
That's
Howard?
some scary shit.
Yeah, but women create things that are living all the time. I mean, they have babies.
I mean, energy. Think about that. The energy, man.
Energy. Yeah.
But what about women who don't go through trauma as younger? I went through very much trauma when I was young.
I know.
And you know, everything's happening in November this year, Howard. November can't happen in the next 2 months for me. And it's probably the biggest thing of my life that I'm going to have to go through. But it didn't make me anyway different. I mean, if anything, I'm not afraid of the paranormal, but I'm very aware and cautious and very respectful of it. But I find it that people can say sometimes, oh, trauma, abuse, trauma. You're going through this, you're going through that because of something that happened to you when you were younger. And I'm like, fuck this shit. I went through A, B, fucking C, D, and E, F, G, H. And I wasn't possessed, and I'm not a bad person. So I find people use people's trauma when they're younger for excuses of paranormal. And this is why I'm glad that I have experience of this bullshit when I was younger to what I do now in the paranormal, that people are like, oh, trauma. No, I went through it myself to say, nope. And I'm going to stop it right now and say, it's not always trauma and abuse or whatever when people were younger. It just happens to people. And I want to stop the stigma of, well, you went through trauma and you held it in and you didn't. Stop it, puppy, stop. That you went through trauma and you held it in and you didn't let it out and you held it in. I held it in, but I let it out, but I held it in, but I let it out. But I'm a strong person. I'm very strong. I'm very strong, very opinionated. And this is why I say sometimes people have got to stop with the whole, whatever happened to you when you were younger, this is what you bring into your later adult life. And I'm going to say I'm an example of it. And I have not been possessed. I am not an angry person. I haven't gone to prison yet. Yet. And I think possession just happens to people. It just happens. Whether you're weak or strong, it will happen regardless. It will happen. And not that you're weak because you're vulnerable, because you had a bad childhood and you had a bad this, and so you're vulnerable. And I'm going to say, I was that vulnerable person. And I was weak. And my sister took me to a speech therapist because I did not talk for 10 months or 11 months. I didn't utter a word. Now you can't shut me up. But I didn't speak for 10 or 11 months. I didn't speak a word. But I find people will use people's trauma childhoods as into why you're possessed. And I just want to say, not jumping on your thing here, I'm just going to say, as an experienced person,
what happened?
That
it's mine.
It's not always the ones who have a vulnerable upbringing.
I found it over there.
Let's see how this develops. Let's see how this develops,
I found it over there. Over in that thing. It's
this
mine.
His wife coming in there. Look, she's taking that bottle.
Look, it's Howard.
Hi, Howard.
Hey, how you doing? Get your bottle back from that man. That's yours.
Hi, Chula.
The her son?
Yeah, he's right there.
Is the wife okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Chula.
Yes. Okay, good. That's good to hear. Hi, everyone.
Get your bottle. Get your bottle. She can't hear me, can she?
I can't hear.
No, the headphones on. He's the headphones on.
To leave you alone with the bottle?
Yeah, to leave me alone with the bottle.
Oh, man. Wow.
Okay. I think for me, my own opinion on a poltergeist is
I'm very passionate about that.
When I think of poltergeist, I think of negative energy, especially for me, it would be like in an unhappy household, man, female, man, whatever. I think it feeds off the negative energy that is created in the household. I mean, it could be to me, I feel like it could just be a spirit, but the more negative energy that is built within a house, the more powerful or energized this spirit may become, to where it becomes an angry poltergeist in a sense.
Yeah.
But that's just how I see it, you know.
It's just by what's being put out there. You know, it could be good times, bad times. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
a lot of people think it's when you're a kid. I've seen people as adults. I've seen people in their 60 years old, 70 years old, going through bad cancer in places like that, and stuff
Right.
gets created by the energy. So it's just by what's being projected out there.
Right.
It's a big study going out there. It's being studied every day because that's one of the biggest things out there. Is people don't understand how it happens.
That's and Harris, I didn't mean to jump on that poltergeist band. Just what I feel is that people think that people who went through a bad time when they were younger are weaker, and that's why we're more affected by poltergeist. And we're not always, because I've gone through it, and I you know, maybe I've had an attachment because that's part of the part of the parcel, you know, when you're in this field. But when it comes to that negativity, not always. That
I've
it's a
seen
very
what you're
simple thing
saying.
to say.
Because I've seen negativity also. I mean, I'm gonna put up right now. That's some negativity right here happening. There's negativity. That is negativity happening right there.
Dude, there is nothing negative. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Steven is liking that shit. He didn't know what. Look at that. Get some, boy. Get some.
And now,
Yeah, that was a good time right there, bro. Yeah, get
That's
some.
that monkey. That's that monkey.
Yeah, get some. Look. Damn, come on, baby. Get some. Hey, wait. Where's my kilt? I don't even know my kilt. Who's that little dude, man? He a freak.
What was the music? What was the music?
That would be Anywhere by 112.
God
dang, look.
Belly dancing.
Dude, look at that, man. I grind that shit up. Look, my arms are tan, but my chest is white as shit.
Milky white breast.
So how much you charging for lap dances for charity at Fear Fest, man?
For the women, they're free.
Oh, you pulled his hair? Oh.
Yeah, and then he rolls off. He's like, dude, I'm done. I was impressed that he could do that.
You were watching Magic Mike.
What do you mean? They did Magic Mike off of me.
Oh,
Look at
my
that.
Lord. Magic Mike rubbed it off you.
Do you want me to go flying with you?
Now you're on to the next person. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
my buddy Josh, it's actually his birthday today.
That's so
He's
funny.
like, where's my strip titties today?
He's grinding his leg. Is this the one where he gets that lady, the red dress or the red top on?
Damn!
Wait a minute, is this where I climb up the pole?
Yeah, you're halfway there. You're halfway there.
Dude, I used to dance back in the day. Like I used to I used to hip hop dance and break dance and all that. So
We are watching. You are hearing you talking, but we're watching.
And I know in secret with her son. I used to strip it. I mean, I used to dance and strip at gay strip clubs when I was younger. I understand.
you can make good money doing that too. I'm just saying.
Yes,
Very
this
good.
is what happens when you drink a lot of apple pie.
It is.
Take 'em
Wait.
off.
No.
It comes
Oh, I
down.
was taking them off.
Yeah,
I was thinking them all. I don't remember.
Put them motherfuckers back on. Put them back on. What is wrong with you? Damn you, Josh.
The dancing was okay. It's the lap dances that get awkward.
Scott, stop it.
I use this wound.
That's a spawn of Satan right there. I don't know that, dude.
God. And your farmer's tan.
Look at that. Look at the arms in my chest. I'm
I
like,
know.
oh.
We call that a farmer's tan.
It is a farmer's
You
tan.
definitely know though you're doing a good job when you're giving lap dances. You have little radars that tell you that, so it's okay.
I do. And when newbies start getting brought into the tent, so yeah. Hey, give this newbie a lap dance. Okay. It's a good time.
That's what
It's
they
a good
call
time.
me. Pods.
Is that
Uh-oh.
true?
What?
Maria's got a fucked up job, doesn't she?
Dude, she does, man. Like, you think you got a crappy day, this lady be testing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shadow people. I don't know what they are, honestly. I don't know. I negative energy, definitely. I don't think they are of this world, but that's just my opinion.
Of shadow people. Do you ever find people say when they say they seen a dark shadow and they think it's negative or evil?
Here's my question. Do you know if it's just a shadow person or is it an apparition? You know what I'm saying? Like, would they not, like, in a sense, kind of coincide with each other? I mean,
could it
maybe.
be interdimensional beings? It could be that. It could be anything.
But when people say when they see a dark entity or they see something like a shadow person, that because it's black and it's dark, people think it's evil. And it's so evil.
Sorry.
I am evil.
Her sword. Is that
The wording you just used did me in. I'm sorry.
What? Dark and evil.
So it was, yeah.
Dark and evil. Dude,
what did I say?
He's eating an ice cream sandwich. That's some bullshit.
I'm looking at it and I'm leaving it right side. But when people see when people see shadows, dark shadows, and they're like, oh my God, it's dark and it's evil and yada, yada, yada. So what I have been, when I speak to people in the paranormal field, when I investigate with people and so on, that they say not all dark shadows come in as like, they're bad. They just manifest that darkness, that they manifest in different colors, but they just come more in darkness. But they're not always black and evil and dark.
I disagree with a lot of it because I believe shadow people are just energy that hasn't crossed over.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Okay, so they're not bad people as people portray them to be because they're black.
They can get angry because you have to realize if you died and didn't cross over and you forgot who you were, you forgot you were living, you forgot your family, you're stuck in a certain location and you never can leave, that's when they start becoming angry. That's when they start becoming upset.
Hell yeah, I'd be pissed off too.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I do is when I get encounter stuff like that is I try to remember, I try to have them remember, ice cream, remember your family, remember some food. I try to start putting that in front of them to try to bring them back.
When you go to investigations, you obviously bring gifts with you. Like when we go to our locations, we bring whiskey. There's always a naggin of whiskey in my equipment bag. There's a deck of cards. There's just colored cards and crayons. We have, and people think you have to buy these, the creme de la creme of equipment, and you literally don't have to. You just bring color cards with you, or crayons, or a deck of cards, or a whiskey, or wine with you. And we always leave the whiskey in the equipment bag. And
Sure you do.
I look at it though, most of the time, most groups out there nowadays, since we've had this big overgrown thing of everybody can be a paranormal ghost hunter now, that everybody wants to make everything scary, dark, and demonic. Everything has to be evil. Everything has to be a demon. And that's the plug now. And I disagree with most of it.
Yes, Zach Baggins. I said his name.
Oh yeah.
Even though I'm dark, I'm a dark practitioner. If you watch me, I don't go everything's evil, everything's dark. I don't do that because it's not.
Yes.
It makes me laugh when you have people. Well, that's a demon. Well, motherfucker, that's not how a demon works. Number one, if that was a demon, you would not be standing there going, "Hi, Demon Bob, let's have a conversation." It ain't gonna. No, that ain't how it happens.
This is like what Kristen said here. She said shadow people are very negative energies. shadow people, and that's dark spirits or whatever. I beg to differ on that because I mean that's what I call my penis, and Jackie seems to think the same thing. I mean it's very negative, very dark. But
What
I mean I like
all I
it.
heard was penis.
I like it.
What happened?
Can you put a picture of your penis up on the screen, please, so we all can let you know our thoughts if it's evil or not?
All right, let me find
It's
one. I got one.
non-intimidating. I'll tell you that now. I mean, it's not. It's not. I mean, I'm jealous of Vienna sausage because that's home to me. I mean, I'm gonna tell you that now. I'll put a Vienna sausage next to me, and I'll be like, "Wow, I'm John Holmes."
Man.
See, a cucumber with a penis. That's a male. That's a male cucumber.
Man.
I really wonder though, if you go into a location or a situation with an anticipation that something's going to be dark or negative, are you making the situation dark or negative because of what you're projecting and what you're expecting?
Oh, I guess it's with the mood of the investigator, I would imagine, because it's going to feed off of that, just like anything else. If you go in there pissed off at the world, if something happened in your personal life, and you going in there, that's what you're going to wind up getting. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melanie's watching right now. Melanie.
I mean, don't get me
Anthony's
wrong.
got that bottle. Get that bottle from Anthony, Melanie.
Don't get me wrong. I've had my ass handed to me on a live paranormal event where I got my ass beat by a spirit, but I asked for it because I wanted to know what was there, and I was disrespecting the situation. I don't usually do that. So I guess it's what you put into it. I don't know. It's a good topic.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's something that's he asked Steve White. Thanks, guys. Have you ever used music as a type of trigger to enhance spiritual communication? Yeah, I have. Yep. Especially like the turn of the century type of stuff. If you go on do an investigation like with where down here, especially in the Walter USO places, you can go in there and play the old big band music and stuff like that, and you will get a lot of feedback from that.
We've got a small wooden music box, and you have to wind it around for it to play. The small wooden box. And I remember one of the guys was in a room, and he was doing a call out. So when we did a playback, you can hear the music box playing, but the music box was on the other side of the room, and we can hear the music box. But that recording cannot be found.
I want to reply to Steve real fast. I have used.
I got the bottle ripped out of me. Somebody said something.
Damn. I have used music, Steve, quite a few times. There's a place here about 35 minutes from me called Mississinawa Battlegrounds. It's from the War of 1812. And I play like war drums and everything at this battleground where the Indians and them fought, and I get good activity for it. So, but hey y'all, I'm gonna jump off. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And
appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yeah,
good seeing you, man.
Hey, you too, brother.
Nice seeing you.
Yeah, you, Reggie, you as well. Hurst, is good seeing you, man. I wanted to say I caught your interview with Ernie Pack, and it was freaking awesome, brother. So
appreciate it.
Are you going to Fear Fest?
No.
Damn, brother, you need to, man. I want to meet your ass, and we'll find some tall women to dance on.
Don't say that after that video. Don't say that after we watched that video. I want to meet your ass.
Yeah, I'll be there taking a video. Don't worry.
Connect with me, Scott. Let's do a podcast sometime.
Absolutely, brother. We'll do that, man. Hey, night, y'all. Love everybody. Have a great weekend.
Night, Scotty.
Night, y'all.
Love you. Night.
Love ya.
But going back to music, a lot of times when I go to like asylums, like hospitals that are abandoned, I take like hospital sounds, like code blue, code red type of sounds to see what I could trigger in the hospital. Yeah, and I've gotten good responses like that.
Oh,
even
really?
even jails like setting off like riot alarms and bells and dinner bells and things like that. I've found really good response.
Trigger object. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess.
When they talking about music
me
now, they're talking about music now, using music as a trigger object.
I'm gonna take that Scotty video and take it into the forest and see if it triggers anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think music.
I guess me and Kimmy are pretty quiet, huh?
Yeah.
Me and Kimmy, we're so quiet.
Yeah, just think if y'all did a podcast together. Damn.
Oh man, we'd be reading a book.
To yourself, you would be reading out loud. You'd be reading it to yourself.
I just like listening to people. I had something to say on probably the last 5 subjects, but I just like listening to people's stories.
I'm not drinking. There ain't no Bible verses going on. I'm so upset.
Well, I can take care of that, real quick.
Do you have anything to add, Kimmy, on anything that they were talking about?
Like a lot of times, like when you hear stuff about like, what do you call it? Shadow people and stuff. Like a lot of times they're just like sitting back and watching and peeking around corners. So like, how do you figure out how they passed and in helping instead of
Yeah.
It's difficult to when we talk about shadow people and dark entities, and I find people use the word demonic way too much.
Way too much.
And it boils my shit that they say way too much. And when people say, "Oh,
me too,"
I know someone said to me during the week, oh, it's dark entity, and I'm like, fuck. I'm gonna say, fuck.
Right.
No, it's not. Stop with the dark entities. Stop with the dark demonic. Just bloody shut the frick up about the, everything that you see is that's dark is bad. And that's when you lose my bloody interest.
Yeah.
And if I go in and say, well, I find it differently and I think this, no, Jenny, no, it's dark. And I'm like, you know what? There goes my pen, and I just give the frick up in the paranormal because I'm just bored of debating about the same shit about dark entities and demonic. And I find demonic people, this is what I find. Demonic people are just bloody arseholes who are alive, who are, passed over, and they're still arseholes. And then you will get the deepest of deepest and the darkest that we do not penetrate. We do not get into that. I don't.
What happened? All I heard was penetrate.
What?
What happened? Okay.
What happened was Melanie's in here. She's asking what the topic is, and from what she's reading, I'm seeing people getting pulled out of bed or seeing shadows. Look, now your husband contacted me earlier today and asked if we're doing a show or not. I'm letting you know now.
I wasn't even warned about the show, so I'm not even loved.
Man.
Anthony texted me the last minute. Howard's going live. Here's the link. You joining us?
That's too hurtful.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
We know when we're supposed to, like tonight, we're supposed to start at 9:30, but we started at 10:15. We're never on time. Topics are, we'll stay on one topic for about 5 minutes, and then it's gone. We don't stay on topic very long. We might.
I was going to go back about 5 topics.
I'm going to be jumping on Victor Santiago's podcast soon, talking about ghost sex. So that should be interesting.
Oh wow!
Nice.
The Stinky Box and the Incubus.
Already did it.
You did.
I'm telling you, I have a bunch of shows I've done. So many subjects, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, but you got to get her. You got to redo the ghost sex, Howard. We got to have part 2 with me.
Last time we talked about ghost sex, I had a freaking a 10-inch dildo suction cup to my forehead.
Man.
Did you?
Big purple one.
I have footage I have to send you, Howard, but you can't share the footage with anybody. You have to keep it between us. But I have footage of a lady that literally recorded a rape that happened in her room from a spirit.
No.
That's what
Yeah.
happened to Colin Moran. That if you watch the movie The Entity, that happened to
It was the first
Colin
movie.
Moran.
It was the first movie I watched when I was a child, and it stuck with me as old as I am now. That
That's
movie.
That's the first sex movie I ever watched as a kid. Now I know why I'm twisted. Thanks, Howard. I didn't remember that till now.
Barbara Hershey was hot.
I've only ever watched that maybe twice in my life. The first time when I was a child, and it affected me so badly. Like I watched it last year for the second time ever because it frightens me so much.
Well, damn it, I just had the shower scene flash in front of me. Fuck. Thank you, Howard.
No, what would make me freak out was when she was laying in bed and that fro that she had downstairs. I mean, that thing was like she had a pick in it. I mean, that thing was huge. I mean, she had some pubes down there. That thing was like, went back from the 70s. That thing was like,
that was a
wow.
mink coat. That was a mink coat, man. That was a mink coat.
Fro, man.
Hairs, for fuck's sake.
Just put some Jerry curl on that shit or something. It's not like today everybody's clean shaved or they got some kind of sculpture shit going on down there. I'm talking about this thing. That's when it was, yeah. You had to dig for what you wanted to get to.
It looked like Reggie's beard.
Oh no, that's actually kind of tame. That's kind of shaved back. I mean, this thing here was like, wow.
Kind of like this right here.
Yeah, there it is. Look, there you go. Imagine that coming out between your legs. That's what I was talking about. That's freaked me out more than anything. I dealt with the spirit. I dealt with them attacking and everything that was going. But when I seen that fro, I lost it. I did. I said, "Good God!"
I remember as a kid that movie really turned me on. I could never figure out why.
I gotta behave now. I'm being watched, so I gotta behave. I can't say. I seen that movie too when I was a kid, and I can't go there right now.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
She's watching you right now. Look, she's got you.
Do you remember the shower scene?
No.
Yes. Yeah.
The shower scene's engraved in my head since I've been a kid. That was the hottest part to me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You know, brother.
Yeah. The whole thing. But
that's based on a true story. I mean, if you pull it up, you pull up Colin Moran and that whole story, they have it. It's probably one of the best investigations I've ever saw on a scientific level. You know, as in the story.
When the parents-in-law moved in next door and they moved in at the same time, and that dark shadow entity that was in the living room with Mum when she was hoovering, and but what Mum could hear is the husband and wife next door shouting and fighting, and then she confronted them, and they were like, no, it didn't happen. But when they went camping
I saw that movie.
Yeah, for a break. Is that not the same movie?
No, that's a different movie. I know, and the thing followed them on a camping trip, and then she lived next door to her mother or something, and then she heard the mother. Yeah, and there wouldn't be nobody there. But then I think it's towards the end when they walked into the house and she heard the mother in the same room calling her name, and it was right there, and you just seen this they had a shadow, right?
Yeah. So what's that movie? So the one that
I forgot the name of that.
The entity I know. There's another movie that when they went camping, and that this entity had followed them camping.
Yeah, and I remember that. That's the same movie I was just talking about. She heard like her mother. She would always hear her mother, and it would be the entity imitating the mother.
The mom could hear them fighting next door, and so on. And then when they had moved to a new home, there's Emmy. Morning.
I know. I tried contacting you, Emmy.
Oh, Emmy.
You don't respond back anymore.
But what happened when they moved to a brand new home, and they were all happy and settled, and they were moving in, and then she could hear the same voice calling her name, and then she realized it was the same person that called her from the old house. That this entity was following her. So they would have been an attachment. What do you think, Hers?
It could be an attachment.
Yeah. Would it have been an attachment?
It could have been an attachment, but I think it was more related to an object they had. I think they were bringing it with them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And a lot of people don't realize, man, they go to Goodwill and thrift shops and secondhand stores and just bring it home, and they don't even cleanse it.
I do that. I go to secondhand stores and buy
That's
old
where I got my dolls from.
stuff. Yeah.
I'm dealing with a case right now. A lady bought a mirror and hung it above her bed, and when they did, things started happening to her and her husband that should not be happening from the mirror.
Oh, I got some videos like that. Yeah, let me see if I can
Merits
find
of all things.
Melanie ain't gonna like you showing those videos.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay.
She's watching right now.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about a thrift store. When you bring something home, you know, when you buy something, the energy that comes from it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, but when it wakes up the husband, when it wakes up the husband, butt fucking the husband, that's not too cool.
I got that video. Remember, Howard?
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't be likely to hang a mirror over the bed either, though. Even if it was brand new from Walmart, I wouldn't do it.
Me
Because
too.
people pass in front of the mirror.
But what about a mirror hanging in front of your bed? They say don't do that too.
How many people have a TV in front of their bed?
I do.
True.
I sleep in front of one every night.
Yeah.
Same as a mirror.
That's the portal.
Yeah. Open. Yep.
What about the mirrors above the bed that they put?
Yeah, I love that. I look into the screen all the time.
My
I love
mirror
it.
is above my bed.
I know what you're talking about, Kimmy. Kimmy's a freak over there. Listen now. I love it.
What about the ones on the
I'm
ceiling?
just saying, I mean,
Mhm.
I've been in honeymoon.
Kimmy's over there with a black mirror scrying above her bed. Yeah, we know what's going on, Kimmy.
Mhm. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be
You
a
know
honeymoon
why?
suite either.
You see this corner here, that mirror that's hanging on the wall?
Mm.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I hung that there is so we could watch television from the toilet.
I got a television.
I actually lined it up with the bathroom doorway so we could watch the big screen TV through that mirror.
Girl, that's so Chantel.
Chantel.
I love Chantel. Good morning, Chantel.
Yeah, she's a tall stretch of water there.
She sure is.
That's pretty scary, Reginald.
Yeah.
That's why I said it there. But oh yeah.
That's
Yeah, but
it.
you don't have to have one. You don't have to have a mirror hanging for a honeymoon. Hell, I got one in my bedroom like that. I got, like you said, television. I have one in my bathroom. I have one by my tub. I got it actually mounted on the wall right by my tub. So I can watch TV while I take a bath. Hell, I do freaking podcasts in my bathtub. I don't give a shit. I mean, y'all know me. I don't care.
Aquatic demonologist.
I've done. In fact, I was on the Listen Queens, and they brought me in by mistake, and I was in. Look, the bubbles were fading too. I didn't care. I was in there. I did a whole freaking show with them. I've talked to people while taking a shit, video chatting with them. So hold on one second. I got to wipe. I mean,
Created a portal here.
I mean, I have a.
Oh man.
I got a bidet. I mean, I got it all set up. My shit. There's an art to wiping your ass. I'm letting y'all people know this.
Do
There's an
teach
art.
it.
I will teach you this art. First, you want to get a good wipe, some toilet paper, and just give one good swip. And then you get your bidet. You got the little hose in there, and you just take it and you just kind of like squirt it. Just go ahead and enjoy that. It feels good on the hemorrhoids. I'm telling you now, because it gets all the little cracks and crevices and everything. Okay. Then after you're through with that, you kind of just take it and you get a towel and you kind of like pat dry a little bit, and then get the rest of the moisture out. You get a blow dryer, and you kind of like blow dry that thing, and then you're set.
I wouldn't have time for that bloody shit. Sorry.
You got time enough to put makeup on, don't you?
You do this
Women
Howard, every day?
I do it every time I take a shit.
Well, that's okay. I hate to say it, but they kind of do have a point.
Women take that much time. Hey, women take that much time to do makeup. I'll take that much time to take a shit. I'm sorry.
Well, when I take a shit, I have to get naked because I have something about I don't want to get no shit on my clothes because I did it when I was a kid, so I never healed from that. So I kind of understand.
I understand that.
We can take care of that, Hurst. We'll talk about that later. We'll get you some help.
Oh my God.
We'll get you some shadow work on that, Hurst.
I need it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Schedule an appointment with the doctor over there. He'll take care of it.
I mean, 40 some years later, I never ever healed from it, so I still have to go buck naked to take a shit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, look at that. Chantel says, look.
I know.
But does your asshole look as good as Jenny's face, Howard? Well, I'm not going to say Jenny. Jenny's a beautiful woman, but I'll tell you what, it could be a close second when I put baby powder on that thing. I'm just saying, it's quite gorgeous. I mean, I'll take that little poofer pad, and I mean, it's like a little, and I put it, and I kind of like, kind of puff it. And, you know, I just kind of like pat it a couple of times.
Yeah.
What about the time you take a shit and there ain't nothing there? Doesn't that throw your mind?
I'm pissed off when I got when I'm taking the shit and I do that whole process and I got to shit again.
Oh
Then
yeah.
I got to start all over again. Especially with diarrhea.
You get back into bed, you're thinking, comfy, and then you're like, oh, and then you have to get it back out again.
Do I squeeze it to hold it?
Man.
Yeah, let it just.
But I still don't understand how you can shit a real healthy shit and then go to wipe and there's nothing there. That blows my mind.
Maybe it's just so healthy that there was nothing to clean.
I don't know. It's weird. Has it ever happened to anybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, the only time I get driven crazy by it is when you have to go. If you feel like you have to go really bad, you go in there and all you get is one little pebble shit. you're pushing and pushing. It's just one little pebble shit.
I want to know. I want to find out from Melanie, how does Anthony deal with this? Anthony drives.
Oh, man.
He sits down, you know, he does some driving and stuff. You know, that could be impact.
Oh no, I just pull over on the side of the road right there. It don't matter to me. I'm an old field.
You want to shit? You want to shit on the
Well,
side of the road?
you guys know what a glow stick is, right? Well, glow sticks are non-toxic, so you can actually crack them open and drink them. And about 30 minutes later, your shit's glowing. So if you want to do a really cool party trick,
So that's sort of like corn. That's like corn. You eat corn and that corn will come out and you're looking like whole kernels now.
Yeah,
Sometimes, I mean, I shit corn and I don't even remember eating corn. So I don't know where that comes from.
I used to work for Roto-Rooter. I used to do drains, man. I'd be like at truck stops, there'd be like tons of corn. I'm like, shit, it don't even look chewed.
Oh my God.
Right?
You could like scoop it up and like wash it off and serve it to people, and they wouldn't even know it's shit corn.
Stop.
Rinse it off.
I'm gonna go take corn for a
I have
while.
a box full of glow sticks. I'm thinking
Oh
now.
my God.
I was thinking about a glow stick. I mean, that's a good idea, though. If you actually use it as an enema.
What?
Yeah.
Use the glow stick liquid as an enema. Shoot that shit up your asshole.
So interesting.
You could.
I'm thinking about doing that to Jackie now. Now you got me thinking. I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna shit in them. I'm gonna leave it in the toilet. Say, Jackie, come look at this fucking alien turd.
No, take a picture of you taking a shit and then post it. Goes, what's wrong with me?
Any guesses?
That could be a Christmas card for next year.
I already got one. I have it. It's me sitting on the shitter. I sent that out as a Christmas card.
Merry Christmas from Mr. Pooh.
From the aquatic demonologist.
Oh my God.
And then right above
It tastes bad. It tastes bad though. If you do it, it tastes real bad. So you better have something to wash it down because it tastes like shit.
Use it as an enema.
I have a box full of glue sticks in my equipment bag, and I'm literally freaking thinking, should I just crack one and like swallow it and take a picture today? I mean,
Oh, that would really freak out a gynecologist if you used it in man. Going in for your visit and you just put that glue. What's wrong with me, doctor?
Can you imagine if you were sick enough to inject some of that inside your dick and then get off and have glowing cum?
oh my frick! I mean,
It's alien DNA.
Oh my
You could
God.
probably sell that shit. Think about it. That would be something. I would actually. You got my mind with. I mean, I'm thinking all kind of shit right now. I'm going to start taking some notes.
That'd be one hell of an alien poltergeist movie coming on a girl's face and it's glowing. I'm possessed.
Harry, you should hold that one off.
What's in the dark? I can't see it. Look at my face. He followed my face.
There you go.
Have you ever taken a black light and literally looked at a room where, like a hotel room, and see where all the cum's at, wiped on the walls and on the bed and shit?
Oh yeah, my shit be looking like that fucking when the portraits where you take the black light and you go into it like with them. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? When the portraits, it's all fucking glowing and shit. You take that. That's what my room looks like someday.
Oh,
and Jackie is not there either. I mean, I'm just saying that's what my room will look like.
If you put bright green, it means you're digesting too quickly.
I'm googling.
Yeah, I think it's neat taking a black light to a hotel room before you go to sleep and you see what's around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm googling to see if you can drink it. It says you can.
You can drink it.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can. You can drink it.
Yeah, I just googled it.
Bag is beside me. Should I do it? No, I'm not doing.
It tastes terrible, though. It tastes terrible.
What color should I pick? Let me see if it's beside. No, I'm not doing it.
That's funny.
Go with pink. Go match your hair color.
And Greg, Mr. Greg Costa stopped by. He said, "I'm sure glad I stopped by."
Mr. Greg.
I'm ruining Randall for you, Greg. I'm sorry.
I'm getting my hours off the bed. I'm up in 2 hours or less. I have a 3-hour journey in 2 hours.
It's so bitter, though, so you want to have like a shot of whiskey to go with it because it's going to burn your tongue a little bit.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll do it on the next show. I promise I will do it on the next show. But I am going to go to bed because I'm up in 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours, and I have to do a 3-hour journey down the side of Ireland. 3 hours.
You're flying. You're flying or you drive?
We're driving down to the south of Ireland. We're going to meet up with a location that has never been done before. It is private, so we can't give out what county we're going into. And we're going to meet up with them and have a wee look around the location. And then we have another 2 or 3 hour drive back home. And I have a show to do tonight, which is tomorrow night for you, but tonight for me.
Yeah, well, no, it's tonight for me because it's already midnight, after midnight here.
It's 1 o'clock here.
6:10 in the morning here.
So what time is your show?
I have a show tonight at 10 o'clock, and I'm traveling in about 4 hours.
So what time is your show?
Tonight it's going to be 10 o'clock tonight. 10 o'clock tonight.
It'll be 4 o'clock our time.
Your time?
It'll be 3 o'clock. No, it's an hour.
Well, 5 or 6 hours behind, ahead of you.
Yeah, so it'll be 5 o'clock Hearst's time, I believe.
What time is it with you now? Did you say?
It'll be 4 o'clock for me.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock here.
Yeah, you're 6 hours ahead.
10 past.
Yeah, Central. We're 6 hours behind you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, you're behind. And I was saying yesterday, I'm going to bed early. I'm going to be fresh for today. Meet up with new location. And
you said 7:30, didn't you?
No, it's 6:30.
No, I mean you're getting up at 7:30, right?
I'm getting up. I have my alarm set for. What time do I have my alarm? Oh no, my battery's going dead on my. I'm not getting up apparently. I have it set for about 8:15, something like that.
Man, you only have about 2 hours of sleep. You better lay down.
Yeah, I know.
You
And
know,
then
with sleep. Sleep
What
is
I'm thinking about,
overrated.
what I'm still
You don't
thinking
need no
about is,
sleep. Shit, hallucinations and glow sticks is all you need.
yeah, I'm still thinking about if what Jenny said, if she does drink purple fluid to match her hair,
that's
then with her
pink.
poop, or pink, that same color, would then her poop glow the same color
Yes, I'm
also?
like a unicorn. I poop and
Thank you,
I
Steve.
poop glitter and
Stay
poop,
safe.
I poop a pink glitter poo.
And it'll be glowing. That'd be pretty cool.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try it as
Yeah,
long as
do
it
it.
doesn't, do anything bad to me. I
Silver
do.
and gold glitter. There you go.
Oh yeah,
That shit would be sparkly.
Don't put the idea into my head
Yeah.
because
It would be
will do
sparkly.
it. I probably will do it.
What if he did that
They
on an
do. They
invest?
do
What if
have
he?
eatable glitter. You can get eatable glitter and poop out glitter too.
Or
Oh
he
my
could do that in an
And dry
investigation.
it out
And
and put a string in it. You can wear that shit as bling bling.
well, no, I think she could do that on an investigation and really freak people out. And say, look, it's glowing ghost shit.
I don't know. I don't know what's
That's a good
scary,
idea.
glowing goat shit or like glowing semen.
Let's have a party.
That's a good idea. Beth has a great idea. She just gave me a great idea. I'm gonna do that to my fucking proctologist. That
Oh my
motherfucker.
god.
Gonna go get a colonoscopy because that
Oh my
motherfucker checks my
God.
prostate and he doesn't even buy me flowers or candy, anything. He just shoves that finger up my ass crack, and it's like, man, I can almost taste his fucking fingernails. That's how deep he goes. And I'm gonna do that to him when I do a colonoscopy. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna let him see that shit when he comes back, and there you go, brother.
Drink like two of them. Drink like two of them.
I'm gonna
You only want to drink one. If you drink two, you'll get really bad diarrhea.
Really? Then it's a colourful waterfall.
Well, then he probably won't stick the finger up the ass anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but you get the diarrhea. You get the diarrhea. You can hold up a canvas, and you can actually like shoot
I've seen that done.
That's a portrait right
I've
there,
seen
man.
that
People
done.
pay money for that. People
I've seen
pay
that
money
done.
for that. People pay money, good money for that shit.
People actually put saran wrap on their face, and they pay good money for you to shit on their face while your shit's glowing, and then take a picture of it.
Oh wow.
Greg says,
Man.
now I'm going to bed. Good night, Greg.
Good night, Greg.
Blow shit all over a canvas.
Good night, Greg.
Man.
That's art.
Then you clear coat it to hold the stink in.
Grace had enough.
No, you want that smell.
Not if you're gonna sell it. If you're gonna sell it as a piece of artwork.
No, but you hang it up in the gallery. You walk right next to it, and somebody walks up to you, and you just kind of look at it. Man, you smell like shit. It's perfect.
This artwork is a piece of shit. Literally.
Only thing you had to worry about is the corn. That's the only thing. And you can pick the corn out of it. Unless it's cream corn. Cream corn might work.
Cream corn.
But they do have eatable glitter that you can literally eat the glitter by the spoonfuls and swallow it and shit out glitter. So
I am so gonna look for edible glitter.
Yeah, don't do like you did last time. Jesus, make sure you get edible glitter there, Jen. Because remember what happened last time? You remember last time you tried that mold? Okay,
Yeah.
and it was the wrong one.
So
yeah.
No, it was
So
like,
what's it mean if you never eat corn, you never shit corn, but if you fart, it smells like corn?
You got
then
problems.
you need to probably go to the doctor and find out what's going on.
aliens abducted you and fucked you with a corn stalk or a corn cob, probably a corn cob.
Reg, are you
Yes, it's just
asking,
like-
are you asking us a question from experience?
Was he popcorn at that point?
Exactly. That's just like the same.
It's only happened a couple of times, but it's only happened a couple of times in the past, but it really threw me off. I was like, man, I didn't even eat no corn today.
You were abducted and assaulted by corn, dude. That's what that means.
That's so funny.
They're probably playing corn while they fucked you with a piece of corn.
Hey, well, I had a corn show. That's how I got the Unholy Trinity. We had a corn show. We did,
Yeah.
and that was like one of the best. I'd go in a chat room, anybody's chat room doing a show, and I'd just say corn. Oh, them others would just start laughing. It was a messed up show. I mean, it was just about corn. If you watch the promo,
Yeah.
you see the corn all everywhere. You see him walking through a cornfield. You see the
Yeah, I
corn with the
remember.
dark tip. It's all that's the unholy trinity. It's corn.
Yeah, I remember.
Man, is that true? Anthony stopped stalking people. He's using a podcast as a cover so he can look down at his phone and stalk people. I don't even think he can hear me talking. Are you all right, Anthony?
What are you doing?
I mean, he's scheduling appointments right now because he's listening to all of us. We got to have sessions with the doc.
He's trying to
He's
think
gonna
about
go
how it would feel to be fucked by a piece of corn. It's
He's
interesting.
going to be picking up some glow sticks.
Corn.
Shopping
Yeah.
is for glitter, edible glitter.
That sounds like a party. Glow sticks, edible glitter, and corn cobs.
Yay!
That's what I was going to do with Chrissy. I mean, for the opening of the show, of course, you see a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. Train wreck, guys doing that. They're going through a cornfield, and it's a bunch of weird stuff. But my original idea for the opening for this show was actually, if y'all know Chrissy Morales, Chrissy Baggett, Chrissy Morales, and she's a very large-breasted woman. Well, my whole idea was doing a Braveheart type thing. And she lives in Indiana, and I told her to go into the cornfield and to wear nothing but a G-string.
Oh my God! No.
And then she was going to paint herself half blue. And of course, if you know Chrissy sells toys or what they call it, passion stuff. It's sex toys and stuff like that, all kind of crap like that. And I told her to get a 4-foot dildo and just throw it into the field and let the tip of it stick into the ground. And if you look at all our stuff, it's freedom and stuff like that, corn and freedom. So it's a cross between the corn and Braveheart. But she wouldn't do it.
Oh my goodness.
She wouldn't do it.
She wouldn't.
But,
She's not going to do
But
it.
I got Ricky Heller to do it.
Did you?
Yeah, I got the video of it. I mean, he was out there in his front yard. He had a wig on and everything. He threw a baseball bat, though. But
Oh, come on, baby. Come on, darling. Oh, shit. Did you have the video? Come on, see that. Come on.
I got that somewhere. I'm about to pull it up for a show.
Jesus.
You said a dog go through your window, Jen?
Yeah, she just headbutt me.
That's pretty good.
My backyard is here, and my dog was like out there, and she's like drooling because she's anxiety of being left
Better
out.
get some sleep, Jen.
I know.
If the sun is up, fuck, you might as well go ahead and bake you some eggs or something, man. Shit.
Louise would be in the car, and she'd be driving, and she goes, Jenny, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, and she would bust me. She would kick my arse if I fall asleep in the car. But I am going to bed now. But it was fun. It was fun.
Jen. Thank you for coming on. I heard you got a new show coming up, and that's going to be with Mr. Michael Koff.
Yes, we do. Oh, we do. Paranormal Chit Chat. We have the next show coming up, and we did one last Wednesday, and it was, the pilot that you do for an hour. We went on for 3 hours, as you do. But it was fun. It was fun. So the next one we have coming up is going to be next on Wednesday, and it's going to be about Irish myths and American myths, about the paranormal and so on, as it is. So we're running with that, and we're enjoying it, and it's good fun, and it's great having to co-host with Michael. So yeah, and there's another one that I'm doing another one with Suzette. We have one on Monday, so I'm on a show tomorrow night, and then one on Monday, and we're going to be interviewing one of the guys who Suzette knows who it is. But I co-host with her, but we're going to be interviewing one of the guys who works in the Lizzie Borden house. So that'll be pretty great, because I have such an obsession with the Lizzie Borden house. So, yeah, and then I'll sleep maybe next month or maybe the month after.
You're not going to get any sleep anytime soon. So, yeah. It sounds good. I mean, I'm excited for y'all. I can't wait to see it,
It's going to be fun. We're busy. We're staying in a castle, an Airbnb castle for October. So we're getting more people to join in with us. And it's a castle. Now, we've looked at the pictures, and let me tell you, this castle is something that I've never seen before. So we're going to be staying in that. And this castle is It's a location we can't give away just yet, but it's an Airbnb. So I'm going to stay in a room on my own. Yeah, there'll be gin and tonic in the room with me and my phone.
I got to get with you. I got to find out how's my friend doing. He was with you. I forgot his name now. Adrian.
Aiden. Oh,
I got to find out how
Aiden.
Aiden's doing.
He's doing good. He's doing good. We still talk, and I always say to him, when we're out on location and you're free, you're more than welcome to join us. He's now got a new job. He's back working in the lighthouses, a job that he always loved, like working in. And
some of those lighthouses are haunted. They got to be haunted. I mean,
yeah. He's happy working where he is now. So we have to get him back into Lep Castle with us. Get him back into Redwood with us. I know. I've told Kalisa, the owner of Redwood Castle, that she's always saying, "When is Aiden coming down?" And I said, "Aiden, you're being beckoned by Kalisa, the owner of Redwood Castle." And I'm like, "Kalisa, what about me? What about me? It's all about Aiden. What about me?" But she goes, "Where's Aiden?" And I'm like, "Aiden, Kalisa wants you down at the castle."
But Aiden was your manservant. I loved when he was doing the show. He would bring her drinks and bring her whatever she needed. He would take care of her.
He did. He always sat here with me, and the fire was lit there, or the computer was back there. And it was Christmas time, and I said, "Aiden, the logs are going down, the fire's going down." "Oh, what about you?" Because he's from Belfast in Ireland, you know. "What about you, Mark?" "Okay, now I'll go and get the word for you now." "Oh, Jesus." You know, he'd always kind of like mess, and he'd always put the logs on, and then he'd always present me with a large gin and tonic, you know, on the shows. I'm like, everyone should have one.
He was something. I like Aiden a lot. Tell my ass about it next time you talk to him.
I will. I'm going to give him a wee text tomorrow and just check in with him again. But we do still talk. And he just.
I know I'm friends with him on Facebook, but I don't have time to get on Facebook hardly anymore.
Oh, I'll give him a wee buzz tomorrow. I'll give him a wee chat. I always check in with him, so I'll give him a wee text tomorrow and just keep him updated to what we're doing. And he did say now that he sent me the picture of him in his uniform with his hat and his long coat and his boots and so on. And he's happy now back working where he loves to work. And he goes, "Jen, in the next few months, whatever, he'll get us into one of the lighthouses." So it's like, okay, you've been do this for the last year, so we will hopefully get into one of the lighthouses that Aiden's working in. So I will tell him that you were asking for him, and Aiden is like, a lot of people are asking for Aiden, and I'm like, what about me? What about me? It's like, but Aiden, I think, grabbed everybody's hearts because he's such a character. He's such a funny dude. He is, I will say, and you might see this, you are a pain in the arse, Aiden. You are a pain in the arse. But he's such
I've seen the last investigation I've seen with y'all. Y'all all sitting around farting, drinking, well, you guys were farting and drinking Red Bull. That's the only thing. That was it. I know it was probably that time when you're on an investigation, you got a little downtime, and you just kind of rest and get a tank back up. And y'all was doing an investigation, and they were drinking they were drinking Red Bull, I believe, and they were all farting. And it was on a live. Y'all was doing a live.
That was only like recently.
Yeah.
No, Aiden wasn't there then. That was
I'm
Alan.
talking about you guys that you have now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that
they like to fart.
Yeah.
They like to fart a lot. Remember the time that we did a live with you? Myself and Aiden were walking through a forest in like 2 or 3 in the morning time after one of my shows, and we went walking, and it was just like we're like walking in a it's about 5 or 10 minutes away from me, and we're walking and we have the torch on, and I said to Aiden, did you bring the torch? "No, mucker. Did you bring the torch with you?" And I'm like, "No, Aiden, did you bring the torch?" And he goes, "No." And I'm like, "So we're using the light of his mobile phone." But we are in this forest that had even the moonlight wasn't light enough. And we're kind of like Lauren and Hardy duo. The two of us were like Lauren and Hardy. He's such a funny guy. He's a funny guy, and I'd love him. Like, I'd love to come back, but I tell you, if he ever did, my foot will be up his arse.
All right.
It will be.
Go get you some sleep, woman.
I am. It is like 6:30. I'm like, don't tell Louise I was up until this time. Just pretend I had a full night's sleep.
It's your doppelganger. Somebody asked about doppelganger
Yeah,
earlier. It was your doppelganger.
I'm not going to tell her, but if she watches this, she's going to see it. She's going to like, Jennifer, we're meeting new people tomorrow for location, so I have to be, hi, I'm Jenny. It'll be fine. It will be fine. It'll be fine. Right, I'm going to move my hours, but good night and good morning to you. Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on, Jen. It was fun. It's always fun to have you on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I did have to throw my bra back on me because, I was getting ready for bed,
I've seen you without your bra on. It's all good. You're just seeing about this much of you anyway. So you just.
No. No.
Oh.
I'm going to say good night and good morning, and we will catch up later. We'll catch up later. I will tell Aiden that you said hi. You all tell Aiden.
I will. I miss him.
Hi.
I miss talking with him. He was.
I'll get him back on another show. I'll get him back on another show or another investigation.
All right.
All right.
You take care of yourself. Love you too.
Love you, darling. Talk to you later. Bye.
Have fun.
Bye.
Now, let's see. Now they're down to 4. Now we got Mr. Reginald. He has a show with Mr. Greg Koss. Hey Beth, how you doing, girl? This is Miss Parathugger. So you up late this morning, or late at night, early morning? Love you, girl. She's going to be at the Fear Fest. Beth is actually she's psychic, and she's going to have her own gallery where you can go get your reading from Beth. So that's going to be it's exciting. So yep. And so that's. I'm glad she stopped by and showing some love at least. There's Mr. Greg. Mr. Greg was in here early. I don't know where he dipped out because we got kind of nasty in here. I noticed you, Beth. I seen you when you first came in here, girl. Anyway, Reggie's got his show with Mr. Greg Koss, and it's really great. Tell us about your show, Greg.
You mean Reg?
Reg, I'm sorry. Reg. I'm thinking Greg. I know it's you and Greg. I'm sorry. It's
yeah. Oh no. I got 2.
So what happened, man? We're only 4 of us now.
The X Factor.
You just noticed
on
it now?
Yeah.
Tuesday night from 7 to 9.
Welcome back, Tony.
And
welcome back.
And then now Greg's doing that show with me also. And then I have Thursday night, 6 to 8 Central, Perfectly Normal Paranormal Communications. It's basically based around ITC stuff. We do like live spirit box and whatnot. Those are the only 2. I'll probably be surprising with a couple more here and there. Anthony's got me wanting to do all this random stuff, just kind of popping out of nowhere.
Don't listen to me.
Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pop out of nowhere.
See what happened to the last
Now,
one?
that was an organized 7 to 9 show that just went haywire. That's all that happened.
That was a derailment. Classic.
Man.
Classic.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's still going on right now. That's how good it was.
Yeah.
You got that.
I never meant for any of that.
I know. It's just something that happens, brother.
I love everybody. And so it's kind of I don't know.
Okay. And let's see. We're going to go to Miss Kimmy. Miss Kimmy, well, I'm swooning her and trying to get her to do her cooking show on Paralinks. And hopefully she'll join ranks with us. But tell us about what you do, Miss Kimmy, in your shows.
We do a paranormal cooking show. We name the food after something paranormal, and then we do that on Mondays at 5. And then on Thursdays we just have our regular shows. Like we either have people on, we do free tarot nights, we do like missing person cases. So Thursdays are sort of like our swing days, so we're kind of Not swing days.
Hey, Doc, you didn't catch that? You didn't catch that, Doc? She has a swinging day.
We're just gonna mix it up on
Okay,
Thursdays.
good.
I'll just leave it at that.
We'll talk about that later.
Oh my gosh.
Thursdays are her swinging days.
The swing day.
Swinging days, inscribe mirrors on the ceiling. Okay, I got it. We can help.
Oh no, Reggie's kind of like taken back a little bit. He's like, okay, swinging.
DX.
Love everybody, right?
He's DX.
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 I love the
DX.
idea of the cooking show. I mean, I watched a couple of them already. I love it. I mean, you just, and then you can post pictures of it on your Facebook page. That's good.
Yeah, we post a recipe and all
What
that.
have you guys made so far on your show?
We've made homemade pizzas. We've made egg rolls. I've made pancit before, like a Filipino dish. So we kind of go, just kind of all over the place with it. Make different stuff, desserts.
You should make goulash.
There you go.
Yeah,
Reggie's
goulash.
look, get ideas like that. That's a good idea, Reg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to see and talk to you later about it. I'll hopefully work something out and get you on over here. Get you a little bit more exposure at least. Anyway, we're steady at 10 viewers right now, and we've been on for about 2 hours and 20 minutes already. Still steady.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Another show idea for you, Kimmy. You could do devil's food cake versus angel food cake.
Actually, you can kind of make half like a swirl. Could you make a swirl with the devil's food with the angel food cake?
A little bit of yang, a little bit of yin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. That does sound. I eat that too. I just made a cake the other day. I got a recipe for eggplant cake. You wouldn't believe. Oh yeah, people are like, oh, eggplant. You fry eggplant. You can use it in different ways as a vegetable, but no. It's an old Cajun recipe where you take eggplant and you can actually make it a sweet cake, and it's delicious. It's very delicious. Yeah, that's pretty good. But let's go down to the doctor and see about his show, because Hurstman was on here. He had to leave because of his wife was getting sick again, and we wanted you have to take care of your family first. He has a show that's going to be with the Ray Prince himself, Dr. Ray Prince, EAD, Safe Place. There it is. Tell us about you. It's almost like zucchini bread, but it's very sweet. They also make crawfish bread. Crawfish bread is good too.
That'd be good.
And I got an idea, and this is I seen it and I said, Jackie she loves Spanish food, loves Mexican food, and I said, okay, I'm gonna make something that you are gonna blow your socks off. She said, well, hit me with it. And what it is, it's enchiladas. And with the enchiladas, instead of stuffing it with cheeses and stuff, I'm gonna stuff it with boudin sausage.
That's gonna be good.
And then on top of that, instead of using like a red sauce and you put cheese on it, we're going to do, instead of that, you have your boudin enchiladas, and we're going to put crawfish etouffee and drip it all over the top of it.
That'd be good.
Yes, indeed. That's planning on Sunday to experiment on that, because I cook. I do a lot of cooking. So, I mean, there's a lot of Cajun recipes. So that's what I'm getting ready to start and see how that comes
I'm
out.
a Louisiana girl, so.
What part?
North Central from Jonesboro, right above Alexandria.
Yep. Right north of Lexi.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call it, Lexi, don't they?
And my brother lives in Morgan City, though. He lives down, so I'll go visit him sometimes.
And that's where you from?
I'm from Jonesboro. He's from Morgan City.
You still in Louisiana now?
I'm in Alabama.
Poor woman. That's all I gotta say. Poor woman. You need to move your ass back home. Come back home. You coming to Fairfest this year?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it ain't that much of a drive.
No, it's only like 4 hours.
Wow, man. I got 13 hours.
Need to come on
Well,
back.
imagine my drive.
You just get on your Starship and you'll get there in 5 seconds.
They can just beam you there, Reggie.
Yeah, you just beam. You fly
Yeah.
from a couch. You don't even need a Starship.
Yeah.
We stayed in a little.
You got me thinking about that cosplay contest. I think I might enter that and not tell anybody I'm there.
The person I'm talking to, he does this thing a lot.
Until after.
And they make some elaborate costumes. I mean, these things are elaborate. Yeah. And I mean, it's like they make themselves look like Alien from the movie Aliens, Predator. I mean, it's a whole bunch. I mean, it's elaborate costumes that they do. So it's like, I got somebody who's going to be a judge already. So that is just getting it set up, and getting the word out there that we're going to have a cosplay. So it'll be interesting, that's for sure. But anyway, Doc. Dr. Anthony.
Yes.
Tell us about your show. Tell us about your hours of service.
You're going to get me out to get all serious now.
Which your office hours?
Your office hours. They're open 24 hours. Yeah. Well, as you already know, I have one podcast called Race World, which that one is kind of started. It's kind of already went. It did. It's a little bit of everything on that one. Then I started the sister podcast of that called Race World's Oracle of Darkness, which that one is more. Well, it's not more. It is. It's just talking about the dark side, what people call dark side, or the misconceptions, like we heard earlier, Jenny saying, dark. I mean, that people got this preconception of what dark is. So that one really just has people. I bring people on that one. It's just like people that practice, but true practice, not just wannabe practice. Wiccans or dark practitioners like hers. The infernos and the rituals, the sex magic, blood magic, orgasm magic. I mean, there's all kinds. I mean, there's all kinds of spells that people use and stuff, and really getting into because no one explains this. We just hear, well, we do this or we do that, but no one really gets into it and explain it because people are usually scared to come out and say it. They don't know that they're scared. They just don't want to get the backlash of it.
It's kind of like witchcraft.
Yeah, witchcraft, black witchcraft, white witchcraft.
They have that, like in voodoo, they do have a dark side. I
right,
mean, everybody
makes
perception that voodoo's evil. It's not. It's actually a beautiful religion.
So I'm bringing on some voodoo practitioners and also too, but not just bringing them on and talking about it. We're going to show the actual rituals that they do.
I've been to 2 of them.
So so it's not just talking about it, because that's what I mean. Just talking about it is one thing, but talking about it and actually having them explain and showing what they do. Like the voodoo. I like that because they use the sand, to make the sigils on the ground.
They use actually cornmeal.
Right, cornmeal, or they'll use sand, just depending on what they're going to do. So things like that, where people can actually see what it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not just hear about it and try to imagine it. Actually show it. You know what I mean? So to get a better explanation of what this is, and an explanation, like I said, voodoo is not, because the same thing with voodoo or hoodoo, we have this preconception that it's scary because you see people get possessed, but they don't realize that this is part of their culture. This is part of their life, that they allow the spirit to come into them. This is who they are. So to show that and explain that, to get it so that people can know actually what this is. Whether it's voodoo or black magic or Satanism, everything that has to do with that, but with more detail in it. So that's what that one is, and then too that one I think Race World 2, Race World is kind of turned a little bit controversial now, just a little bit. So that one's going to be hitting more on some topics that people don't want to talk about. Like right now, I still want to know. I keep bringing this up. Where did the 87,000 children across the border? Where did they go? So things like that, because also that has to do with paranormal. Because as I know right now they're being used in rituals.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it
Child
in my mind.
sacrifices. Yeah.
Right. I know what they're doing. So that also involves the paranormal too, because we'll talk about the real Santeria and the real practices that cartels use to protect themselves, and they will use children, they use people to sacrifice that, and and instead of just so that's where that one is going. So they're both kind of gotten really heavy now. So yeah, so that's what's coming.
And
Well, actually,
myself,
it already started.
everybody knows.
I want to know what
Myself,
about.
within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be bringing in those people. I'm going to be bringing in Drew Varick. I'm going to be bringing in Paul Taylor. I'm going to be bringing in Rob Mello. I'm going to bring in Misty and Kim Armiston. These are all people that I just mentioned earlier that's going to be here for Fear Fest.
Yeah.
Meaning that Kim and Misty, that's actually the twins that played in the Walking Dead series of seasons 4 and 5, the twin girls. They also played in, the Hunger Games. Mr. Robert Mello, he's played in Happy Death Day 1 and 2, Fear of the Walking Dead, and a Netflix film that's out right now. It's called We Got Ghosts. That's it. We Got Ghosts. He's going to be on. I'm going to get John Azuna on here, which he holds 2 Guinness Book of World Records for most punches thrown under a minute, within a minute. Most fastest punches you can get in a minute, and that's the first one. And the second record is actually strikes. How many strikes you can get in under a minute? Well, a minute and under. And he holds 2 Guinness Book of World Records on that. He's also been in Ant-Man and Wasp. He's been in the Matrix series and Venom. So he's going to be here. Have him on the show. And then I'm going to get Mr. Paul Taylor, who's actually Hellraiser, Pinhead from Hellraiser Judgment. He's going to be there at Fear Fest as well. I'm going to get him on the show. I am in talks with 2 other actors that are well known. I just heard back from one of them again, and like I said, we're still negotiating prices and stuff. And that first person I'm talking with right now is Mr. Bruce Campbell, who did the Evil Dead series. He's also done Bubba Hotep, stuff like that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, he's the guy that has one hand and the other hand's a chainsaw. So that's who Bruce Campbell. Yeah, he's crazy. I love him. And then the second person, I'm still talking to his agent, is Mr. Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger. So I'm trying to work a deal with him as well. So those are some people I'm trying to work on. Those people are kind of like I'm still talking to, but those other ones will be here. Mr. Drew Varick, of course, I said his name. Mr. Drew Varick played in American Horror Story. He played at Freak Show. American Horror Story. He was one of the small people in there. He's only 42 inches tall. He's a real small person, and he also played in Cirque du Freak, the vampire's assistant. So, like I said, these are well-known actors that you've seen them, but you just don't. Oh yeah, I know who that guy is when you see him type actor. So, I'm getting those, and then next year, of course, that's going to be a whole different other ballgame. But we're also looking to expand Fear Fest. Instead of 1 location, we're going to try to do 2 locations. I have another person that wants to do one, do a Fear Fest, and I'm still kind of, I'm finally taller than someone. Yes, I don't know, Beth. How tall are you, Beth? But one of the locations, and I'm talking with Matt Barron, is having one in Pittsburgh, up there somewhere. I think with Gettysburg and all that area. Hey, Donna, how you doing? Also, I'm talking with Ernie and Denise Pack and having one in Kentucky, and we want to try to showcase Fort Duffield. So, I bet all four of you can't smile at the same time.
Yeah, I've been smiling. I'm always smiling. Just hide behind the mic.
59 inches.
Yeah.
You're actually Scotty's 5'1", so he got you about 2 inches. Beth, you going to Fear Fest, aren't you, girl?
Yeah.
Beth's going to be there.
My wife is 4'11".
There you go.
How tall are you, Reggie?
Between 5'9" and 5'10".
How tall are you, Dr. Rafe Prince?
I'm 5'9".
Jimmy, how tall are you?
About 5'10".
Dang, she's taller than me.
I'm 5'11".
Wow. And then,
Size 11 shoe.
And then here where
man, we're all like within an inch or two.
Here what Beth was asking, she was asking, I want to know about this orgasm magic. Well, that falls in the same line as sex magic, because when you're having sex, that's one of the most strongest energies when you have it. And
yeah, it is.
When you're doing this, the emotion, everything. Well, sex magic consists when you're doing this. This is when you do your affirmations. It takes concentration because you got to stay concentrated and focused on what you want to manifest during this time. But it takes practice. But hey,
man,
I want to manifest an orgasm. That's what I want to manifest.
Right. So, but it takes practice. Geez. So yeah, so that's a pretty good one because you can always do it over and over and over until you finally get it right.
I mean, I want to get it to the point when I make that funky face. Like
yeah. There's a lot in there.
My foot starts shaking and shit. That's when it's a good one.
Yeah, because that's one of the most powerful times that you can do spells and stuff like that. So
man,
I
can imagine.
It just takes practice, and then
so it's not an alone thing. How about when you're alone?
No, you got to have both because it's both energies coming as one. You see,
but that's also if you want to talk about that, you want to talk because New Orleans is known for this, and I bet you Kimmy knows about this. Is the vampirism in the world?
Yeah,
and that's one of you have actual vampires that drink blood. Okay, you have an emotional vampire who feeds on emotions. That's what they feed on. They just feed on negativity. They feed on positivity. They just feed on that. And then the last one is a sexual vampire, which is that energy that you just talked about. That's what they feed on is that sexual energy.
Now, if you add sex magic with blood magic at the same time, because now you're going to get into some bloodletting while you're having that sex, now you're going into a whole other level. So, yeah. And so that'll be one. And then I forgot to mention, I think my next one on Oracle of Darkness is going to be on possession. So on that one, I'm going to show the clip from Candy, was his partner, when she got possessed and it stopped her heart. And then I'm going to show my possession. I didn't even know we had it. My wife ended up filming it. I just found out about it not too long ago, and I got a hold of it. And it's really hard because I watched it 4 times, and I only can get about 5 or 10 seconds in it before I turn it off. So
I want to see that because I've dealt with possessions. And
it's 45 minutes long, so I'm gonna have to edit just to make it shorter. That's the only thing I'm doing to it. But it's really rough for me to watch it. I mean, like I said, I only gotten 5-10 seconds in it, and I can feel it. So I'll be showing that on so that people can see what you're getting into the paranormal. This is what can happen. You know what I mean? It's not a joke. It is fun. I mean, of course, yeah, we do have fun. I like scaring the crap out of my members. You know what I mean? And when we're out there, but all fun and games, we still got to realize what we're doing and what we're walking into. Especially, you start walking into these places. This is what could happen, and it ain't no joke. I mean, like I said, so I'm trying to get through it. I'll probably. I got it on my email. I still got to download it on the computer. So I watched it on my phone for a minute, but. Like I said, I'm just going to edit just the parts just to make it shorter, because I can't. It's 45 minutes long, but that's the things there that's going to be on that podcast, things like that. So it's going to be, like I said, real life stuff, real life knowledge, and you'll be seeing the rituals done. You'll see just some small rituals or small spells or anything like that. That way people can see, because I know that a lot of people do this, but they don't talk about it. because just earlier I was talking to somebody. Somebody was messaging me, and I was telling. Oh, no, I was on another podcast. I forgot. And that's what I was talking about is that uh, sometimes you got to call on somebody else who does this type of work, and they're going to use someone like Hearst is going to use an Inferno, is going to use another deity to get this other one out. You know, even though that person may be a Christian and they believe and they went in there, or they may be however they believe, but maybe that won't work on this one. So they got to call on somebody else. For me, as I was telling them, I was saying that on that podcast, it's good for us to learn not just light, but also learn dark. It doesn't mean that you're just going to go straight into one 100%, but you're both. You know how to. It's like I think I brought it up. It's like a toolbox. You know, you have a screwdriver and you got a ratchet and you got a impact. Well, you know how to use all of them, but only
Yep.
one's going to really work. You can't use an impact on something because you'll break the screw right off. So you got to pull something else on. But so you know how to use all of them in your toolbox, and it's so. But no, but there's not a lot of not a lot of knowledge out there or knowledge being given on what that is, because as soon as you say dark, it got spooky, because that's how we're taught. You know, like I was on that podcast, and they're Hispanics just like me, and we're taught there's a word called cucuy, which means devil in Spanish, or demon.
Yeah.
And that's what we're taught. So when we're a little kid, the cucuy is going to get you if you don't go to bed. So we're already being instilled with fear, and we already got that darkness. That when we think of dark, well, it's the devil, it's this, it's going to scare me, because we actually grew up with it, and that's what deters us from getting any of that knowledge that we need to have. And it's good to have that knowledge, because if you're going to really do this, other than just go and film and be on YouTube, which is cool, but if you're really going to get in there and you get run across a person that really needs help, and then you're going to have to help them even get like here I started thinking, because it's never too late to go to school, is I'm looking at parapsychology. That interests me a lot right now, so I'm really thinking of hitting that up under my belt, because I want to know, I want to be able to see that if this person is just mentally ill, and or they required real spiritual help, and it's going to be into this kind here. So that's what that's this second podcast is about. So yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
You're not learning like I'm trying to teach you. I'm your mentor, and I'm not teaching you to be that serious. You know that, right?
Well, I told you said that. Now I got to take another drink just to get back where I was at.
No, you got all serious on me, man. You brought me down.
Well, yeah, I said that. I said, well,
No,
you want to make me get all serious.
I have my certificate. It's like in paranormal psychology, and it's a good thing to get.
Yeah.
I'm
already psycho anyway, so I'm going to be legal, right? So
I got to set up an appointment with your doc. I mean,
yeah.
We had a roadside one.
We can do that.
We had a roadside appointment already. He had to stop. And actually, I called up Anthony. He was driving. He said, "Wait a minute." He pulled off on the side of the road so he could talk to him. Walked around his truck and everything so he could talk. Took time out. So he's open 24/7. He can get his services. Yeah. He doesn't charge very much. It's like
no, you get in trouble for charging now. You got to watch out with
$85. $85.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful saying charging, because you'll upset some people.
That's what I'm saying. You'll get in trouble for that. And in fact, I just got a text just a while ago from a person who asked me that they needed help this morning, and now they're asking me again right now.
I'm saying I'm charging people to come to Fear Fest. I'm sorry, but that's how it is.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you got to pay for the venue. You got to pay for. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you have to pay for.
And I got to go make some moves. The tickets are going to cost me more than everything else.
And I mean, it's all for charity. It's all for charity. 100%.
I honestly don't charge that much, and I give continued care afterwards. How are you supposed to live?
This is a very expensive hobby. Very expensive hobby.
Yeah, I'm charging hard right now to be on the podcast. What are you talking about, Hurst?
I mean, helping people like with attachments and things. People are like, you're not supposed to charge, but
no, we're not supposed to charge. I don't charge.
No, we don't call it charging. We don't call
Well,
we don't call it.
I mean,
we
if
don't,
now, don't get me wrong. Now, if they want to make a donation, that's one thing.
yeah,
If they want to offer you dinner or something while you're there, doing a cleansing, I don't ask. I don't ask them at all. They ask how much, and I say it's free.
yeah.
Now,
Well, yeah,
if they
that's
want to,
that with a location, yeah, but like with people one on one, I do this all day long with people, so
well,
it's
I know
totally
there's Reiki masters and stuff like that. They charge. I mean, that's that's their profession. I mean, that's your profession. That's what you do. You charge people. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like going to I don't know, if you get into an Uber, they're not going to give you a free ride. You paying that person for a ride. It's like a taxi, basically. I
yeah.
mean, you're paying for that service. So it's just like any other service. But as for investigating a location, or if someone asks me to help them out, or I don't charge. I don't charge nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
uh,
At locations, I don't charge, but people's different because that's a lot of time. There's a lot of time I put into this.
Yeah. And just to let you know, Howard and Reggie, I'll be missing this next month's payment. So I'll get you next one. I got to get it to Fearface, so I can't make that payment this month.
I'll take it out in gemstone.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
No,
man.
you're gonna have to get with the race queen on that.
I've been
Oh,
eyeballing
man.
that car set you got. You know that, right?
Now, which one?
That all your model cars that you got in your
Oh,
shop.
yeah, no, that's that. Those are out there, and those are mine.
If anybody wants to buy a race car, give it up with the doc. He's got a race car for sale.
Yeah, but what's funny about this, what Hertz was bringing up is, because you got people right now that about charging for the Reiki, charging for the cleansings, charging for this. Okay, well they get and people get upset about that, or but the thing is, most of these people that I've heard here lately, even today, they claim to be Christians. Well, the Bible says that a servant is worth his wages. You know what I mean? So it says it right there if you're going to follow the book also. So that means they charge. So either way you go.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Kimmy got her cooking class. I'm sure that she does that out of good. I mean, we do this out of the goodwill of our heart. I mean, we don't get paid for this. I mean, especially doing these podcast shows and everything, we don't charge for none of this. This is all us. This is what we do because we love the profession. We love what we do. At times, I don't want to do it. I'm gonna be honest with you. At times, I just get sick of it. I don't want to deal with any of it. But you put on your big boy pants and you do it because you're helping others out. And it's not just helping others that actually physically calling you, but you're helping that spirit as well. So you're doing a double service. It's not just one person you help. You actually help them too.
Well, it's like with me. People don't see my schedule; they only see me on camera. If they seen how many hours I literally put in helping people, they'd be shocked.
I do the same thing, man. Trust me.
Yeah, but see, it's funny because if you go to a therapist, you go to a doctor, you have to pay. Right up the front, you got a co-payment. And then and then if you don't have insurance, well, you're going to pay even more. So you're going to the doctor to be healed. You're well, sort of. Whatever they're going to give you, they're going to prescribe medicine for you. Same thing here. This is just spiritual. So what's the difference?
Well, some, like, I don't know if all churches are, because I never went to church anyway, but, some of the churches, like, I would go with my friends sometimes or whatever, and they would pass around the plate. Aren't you paying to go to church?
That's a donation. That is a donation. That's the thing. That's called a donation. You don't have to put nothing in the basket, but when that basket comes,
your paycheck every month, you don't get to go to church.
Like, you mean your tithes? Some churches charge tithes. Yeah, you have tithes. What religion are you? Baptist?
Kimmy? I'm not anything.
You're not anything?
Mm-mm.
Well, how do you know about paying tithes?
Well, I mean, I'll go like with friends and stuff, but like for me, it's like my own denomination. I'm not. I don't.
So you like non-denomination.
Yeah, I don't.
They have churches here that's like that. They have non-denominational churches.
Well, non-denomination, you still give tithes and you still give offerings. They just
Yeah.
change the names. They change the names to pretty words: offerings, donations, gifts.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
We do. I mean, as from like I'm Catholic, I'm Roman Catholic, and I talk about what I do, and I get weird looks because you're not supposed to. As a Catholic, there is no such things as ghosts, and stuff like that. But it does. When you do the sign of the cross, you say the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I mean, so it's like a contradiction of itself. If you don't believe in ghosts, then you don't believe in spirit. And if you don't believe in spirit, then where do you go when you die? And of course, you're getting taught that, hey, so
No.
basically a big contradiction.
Well, people don't realize, like, when I help people with attachments, they don't realize that I'm putting my life in line. That's very dangerous, what I do helping people.
Possessions, and you're right. Because me personally, I've gotten shoved, pushed, knocked down, scratched. Did I say punched? Yeah, punched. I had just about everything that you can possibly have happen to you except for possession. I have not been possessed, but I've seen possessions. Hell, I was on an investigation. One of my guys got possessed. We got it on camera.
Mm.
Yeah, but the Catholic does, because they believe in hell. They believe in that demonic part. Yes?
Yeah. Then we got all serious again. I got to take another drink. I got to take another drink.
Let's go back to corn. Instead of drinking tequila with a worm in the bottom of it, put a corn.
It's a pretty good band. It's a pretty good band. Corn.
He was actually a preacher's son and a mortician. Jonathan is with Korn.
See what happens. See what y'all do.
Have you ever seen his old mortician pictures when he worked at the funeral home?
No.
Yeah,
I had to dig them out and send them to you. He looks all serious and shit in his suit.
I do like, and that's one thing I want to get in. I'm going to do a show.
Uh-oh.
Your sound's breaking up, Howard.
There you go. How's that sound?
Just kick it.
Sound better?
Yeah.
You just spit on it. And it works, see? It's good. But no, I want to do like these
that's what
people.
She said, bro. That's what she said.
And they put like wires and rods, and they just sit dead people up, and you would stand there and take pictures with them like they were still alive. I find that fascinating. So I wanted to get into that. But besides doing all this stuff that I'm doing now, is that I've been doing research, and it's too.
Your sound.
Those ships. Yeah, it's glitching here. Pirate ghost ships. I love that kind of stuff, and I love the Bermuda Triangle. So I've been doing a lot of research to kind of meld those two together, ghost ships in the Bermuda Triangle, because that's all in the Caribbean and everything. So I mean, to me, that I find that very fascinating. So I've been doing a lot of research on that here lately. So hopefully, I'll have some shows about that. Maybe make a pirate ship cake or something. Get Kimmy to make a pirate ship cake.
We need to make a podcast, and I had to bring some friends on that literally tell you the bad sides about embalming bodies, when bodies come back to life and shit like that.
I have seen some autopsy. Once they autopsy you, man, I mean they take everything out. Brain, they weigh the brain, your heart.
Yeah, but everything. I know people that work in the field where their bodies sit back up and everything.
Well, sometimes that's reflexes from the body.
Growling. I've had to go do exorcisms on the dead bodies before when I was a preacher.
They didn't it wouldn't be air like growling, air escaping the lungs or anything like that.
No, literally shaking, growling. Yeah, that's some scary shit when you run into that.
That's movie shit there, baby. take a picture of that or film it. You can make a documentary on that stuff.
That's the shit that makes you shit your pants. You don't even know you're shitting your pants because it's pure fear. You don't expect it.
No, I mean, because it's one thing dealing with a person living doing all that crap, but it's less a dead. That's a whole nother level.
It is. And I've seen 3 of them.
Wow.
See, that's one thing I won't do is a lot of people.
Body, or like when they're possessed, does that stay with the dead body, or do they go away too? Like once the body's dead.
Most of the time it leaves, but I've had 3 cases where it didn't, and the body actually got taken over by the spirit. But if you look up voodoo, there's actually voodoo priests that take over bodies from generation to generation. They literally kill their host and they climb inside that host, and then they live, and then they do it again, and then they climb into another body. That's what I ran into.
Yeah, they made a movie about that too. It's called The Skeleton Key.
Yeah, and that shit's real.
I know it is. That was all filmed in Terrebonne Parish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit's real.
There's Matt Barron himself.
What?
I just see your glow stick.
Yeah, but that's some scary shit when you run across that voodoo shit when your spirit's left in a body. Yeah.
Wow.
They have that. They have it. It's called zombie dust. And
that was in the movie Serpent and the Rainbow.
That shit's real. They have zombie dust. They make zombie dust, but it's illegal as shit. And they use the glands of the pufferfish for that.
Yep.
And that shit works. I've seen that shit work. And it does. It makes you into a fucking zombie. And they have complete control over your ass.
The scariest one I ever seen was in Detroit. It was at a hospital. We got called in. This kid, they said a kid was possessed. And it was a little kid. It was like 2-3 years old, maybe that young. Maybe 3. And I'm standing there and the kid's looking at me and I knew it was demonic. I could just tell by the room. The room changed temperature. Everything you see in movies happened. And I wanted to run because I could feel my dick going up my own ass. You know, that feeling you get when you're scared but you don't want to show it? Started happening.
I don't think I ever.
And that's an everyday feeling for me. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that motherfucker literally climbed up the wall, his face was facing down, so he went backwards up the wall, back down the wall. That was the scariest fucking shit in my life I've ever seen. That scared me.
Evidently, you have not met my wife, Jackie.
No, but
shit.
I literally think it almost gave me a heart attack. The fear from it, because it was so intimidating. The evil in the room was so scary. I don't know if you ever felt that before, being real and being honest. It was so scary, so pressurized that in that room it felt like a chamber of just pure evil. That was scary.
Mm-hmm.
I never want to run into that again.
Yeah, I think it's tough for people to really understand how those type of haunts or infestations really are. Like Hirsch, you said it right on. What you see in the movies, I mean, yeah, obviously it's exaggerated a little bit, but it's pretty spot on. I ran into 2 that were 100%, and it's like, yeah, no, it's not, you know, there's no adrenaline. There's no like getting yourself up, and you know, it's just fuck this.
Wow.
It literally happened, and when it happens, you literally can't run or move. You're just stuck in time, like you're standing there watching it. Like your body just pauses, like time stops. It's scary. That's definitely scary. And then when you guys,
you're telling them too much, Hershey. You're telling them all the fun stuff that you deal when you're dealing with demons, demonology.
Well, if you look at my side of my head, let me find the camera. Right, this side right here. There's 2 lines when you look at me real close off camera. two scratch lines from a black shadow hand coming out of a wall, and there was 87 stitches when we got done with that one. That was 20 some years ago. That one scared the living shit out of me.
Holy
And
crap.
we couldn't stop the exorcism. We couldn't stop the house cleansing. We had to keep going. But that was one of the scary ones. When you see me on a live, look at my face more. Yeah, when you look at me on a live, look at my face more closer on my side. You'll see the big scratch marks.
I've never gotten scratched that deep, but I've gotten scratched.
Yeah, slice me open like a razor.
I mean, they sit there and they show you on television, oh, you get 3 scratches, or the scratch is always in 3. No, you can get just 1 scratch. It depends on what how much energy they're actually drawing, how strong this whatever it is that's in that house, whatever evil, whatever. Because I call it evil. I won't call it demonic until I know for sure it's demonic. But to me, it's just evil. It's an evil spirit. And
well,
scratch, or you can get multiple scratches.
How do you tell, like, and it's just me, I mean, because obviously I've done a paranormal for a while, like, stuff, you know, but, like, as far as, like, really getting into it, it's only been, like, a year. So, like, as far as, like, do ghosts scratch? Like, if you get scratched, can it be a ghost? Or does it always have to be, like, imps or demons or whatever?
Oh, no, it could be a regular spirit.
Yeah, it could be a spirit.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just they want your attention. That's sometimes all it is.
Okay.
Also, look at.
Sorry, Hurst, go ahead, brother.
Sorry, man, interrupting you, but also look at the location, because if it's like a nursing home or a hospital and they couldn't speak when they were alive, and they only could communicate by scratching or biting when they were alive, it could be a person like that too that can't speak. So you had to look at it that way too.
Okay.
Yeah, I had when I went to Broadhead in April, that high school. Of course, I'm doing what I do with my SB7, but I could feel one of them touching me, and I could feel like a tickle / scratch on my back. And I actually got it recorded. After it happened, I went and showed Christy, and then because I knew it was there, and I always ask them to touch me again, you know, but I had a voice plain as day come through the spirit box saying I scratched him.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of cool.
That's some of the fun things you get when you go for our paranormal enthusiasts in here. That's some of the stuff that you get when you're a paranormal investigator.
I've been scratched, pushed, bitten, you name it. I've had it done.
I've been body slammed through a floor portal. There's nothing wrong with the living room floor, and I get pulled through the living room floor and land in the basement. That was pretty trippy.
What? Wow.
Oh yeah, my wife's always talking. What about the time we moved into a funeral home? We only lasted one night in there, and I got dragged through the whole thing by my ankles, and I had handprints on me for 3 months from it.
See, Kimmy, you need to come back to Louisiana. I can bring you, and we can go. I'll get you fucked up. I mean, you come on.
Why do you think I've come?
Are you married, Kimmy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, your husband will love you, or your wife. I don't know. I don't judge. But anyway, you'd be like, "Where the fuck you been at? All these scratches and stuff." Yeah, it just happens.
The Wicked Queen does that to me on a daily basis.
I know she's threatened to kill you with that sword. I'm fearful.
Oh, she's bitten me. She bites me all the fucking time. I'm her fucking chew toy. I went into work the one day. I had a whole bunch of bite marks. They thought it was my daughter. I was like, no, that's my wife.
You gotta get you one of those squirt bottles. I do that to Jackie sometimes. I squirt her.
Yeah, you know where that would end up. If I did that to the Wicked Queen, you know where that would end up. I wouldn't be able to sit.
Just like a little dog, you know, that's bad. And you just squirt them a little bit.
Yeah, you know my wife.
What's really scary, that motherfucker, she's been watching murder porn. And she hasn't stopped. She's been watching murder porn for 9 years, so she knows how to fucking get rid of me if she wants to.
Same here. Law and Order, all that shit. She watches all that shit. She knows how to.
Wives with Knives, Murder in the Heartland, and
Look, Queen would hide me. You didn't need Reggie to find me.
Missing to Murder. I mean, it's all kind of fucked up shit she'd be watching.
You only need a couple pigs. You only need a couple pigs in a pig farm.
Well, see, to me, that would go full circle. I love bacon. So it's only right.
I got 2 pigs.
Oh,
I got
man.
2 pigs. I got 2 pigs, so that's good.
The only thing they leave behind is the teeth. So you got to watch for the teeth and get rid of the teeth.
Oh, I don't need to worry about that either. Fucking ass don't have to. I got a little spot. See, my wife, she has it all planned out. My wife has my death planned out. My ass to be giggling the entire time too.
I found Jackie. She sleepwalks. Everybody knows that. She sleepwalks. She sleep eats. I've had her come up here, and I'm talking to Chrissy, and she'd come up behind me and look straight into the fucking camera and tell Chrissy, and this is a Friday, she says, Howard won't let me have nothing to drink till Sunday, and walk off. And I get bitched out by Chrissy. What are you doing, that poor girl? What are you doing? I said, I'm not doing her. Fucking ask her tomorrow. Well, ask her. I'll go wake her up right now. And no, don't wake her up. And out of the blue, you know, I'll have Chrissy call me back. You know, she said she don't remember none of that. I'm telling you, she fucking sleepwalks. Walks, eats. It's like it's something else is taking over her, and she just. And
I do that.
I'm waiting for that motherfucker to stand over me with a knife when I'm sleeping. That's why I don't sleep at night. I don't sleep at all, man. I get about 2 hours of sleep, and that's when she's at work.
Sleep with one eye open.
If she sleep fucks, that would be good.
See, apparently I do that. Apparently, Mackenzie's told me several times. I've gotten up, gotten food, watched YouTube, went out for a smoke, did a bunch of shit. Well, I don't fucking remember that.
I mean, now I got that brindle pit bull. I got that little brindle pit bull now, and he sleeps with us now. And then Jackie will make a move towards me, that little dog. I mean, it's 3 months old, and it already growls at Jackie.
Wow.
Keep Jackie away from me. I kept that. She says, "You don't need it." I said, "That dog's for me. That dog is protection." It's a puppy. I'm a trainer. I hear her now. She's back there screaming, "Ow!" Because that little dog will walk up and just start licking and bite her ear. She's got little holes in her fucking ear now. Jackie does from the little puppy. Actually, them little short puppy teeth just bite into her. So now she can actually put earrings in a fucking. She don't have to have it all pierced out of it. They got them all the holes already made from that puppy. So you want a nose ring? Just face him. He'll get it. He'll get it done.
That sounds kinky.
I know. She said, "I'm all scratched up. That little shit." She bitches at that little dog. That little dog just looks at it.
Good. You don't even have to buy the peanut butter. You don't even have to buy the peanut butter. I like that.
Good time.
You can feed the dog some corn. Give the dog some corn.
I tell you what, I did buy him Science Diet, and he didn't like that shit at all. And I bought this pedigree stuff that's just like same vitamins and everything as weaning, as it's still weaning from its mama. And that little bastard's got fat. Let me tell you, because I let him eat when he wants. And then he couldn't get up and out of the bed. And so I would have to pick him up, put him down, and when he would go to the potty and stuff in the middle of the night, then I'll pick him up, put him back in the bed. So I went to the what? Yeah. Bring him here. Bring him here. Dog. I can't get no sleep. That little bastard's attacking. Bring him here. I'll hold them. You got to be up in an hour. I know. Hear that?
I hear a cat.
That's Reggie's.
What is he doing? He's what?
We don't want to know what's going on at Reggie's place.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Buffers.
Beautiful color.
You better be careful. When you come down there, you may want to put a GPS tracker on that damn thing.
His little tail, he's just wagging his ass off. He sees it, he's going to get ready to get something. Come on, buddy. Come on. Ash, a good boy. Ash, a good boy. Ash, a good boy. Ash, a good boy. He's 3 months old. That's 3 months.
I still say you should have called him Scotty.
He's Aries. His name is Aries.
No, I should have called him Scotty. He starts getting a little older, he'll start humping everything.
He's fixed. He's fixed. That's how I know when I see him when he's coming, because his little tail, his tail is dark except the tip. The only thing you see is that little tip.
This is my old boy here. There's a Skeeter. He turned 20 this month.
Aww.
Yeah, he's an old boy. Yep, 20.
That's not a cat. That's a fucking living dinosaur.
Yeah, pack puppy. Aries. But she's got 2 pit bulls.
My cat's 10 or 11. One of them.
Jesus Christ, 20 years old for a cat.
His name is Aries.
That's a lot of cat litter.
Oh, yeah.
Aries.
I'm telling you, Howard, you better put a GPS tracker on Aries, because Wicked Queen sees him. He's going right in the car. And I won't even know about it.
I'm gonna tell you now. I'll bring it to where I got them from. They got beautiful animals. I'll tell you what. It's not a puppy mill. I believe in first I foster them and make sure that they're a good fit for our house and everything, and then I adopt. But these are all rescue animals. I believe in rescue. So
I will get to the state border going home, and there will be a fucking dog inside the car.
Yeah,
that is what
just
she
wagging
would
his
do.
tail. Look, he's just loving it. He's ready to go. He wants his mama. Yeah, you want that mama, huh? You want to get that mama? You want to get her, huh?
You know what she asked? Do you know what she asked me yesterday? True story. She literally found this article on different lizards from all over the U.S. and the world, whatever. She goes, I wonder what kind they got down in Louisiana. I just looked at her and I'm like, why? She goes, oh, just curious. I'm like, bullshit. Bullshit.
She wants a lizard? She wants an iguana?
No, she does not want one. She can no. We got 2 crested geckos. She's happy with those.
You got the big iguanas. They can get a big iguana.
You know, most people go on vacation. They get like T-shirts and useless shit that they're not going to use ever again.
I'll tell you what. Look, I'll go to the zoo, and if she sits on the other side of the gate, I'll jump in with them big monitor lizards. I'll throw one of them some bitches over the fence. She can get a monitor lizard.
I have a bearded dragon.
That's what she wants too. She wants a bearded dragon. I was like, we have 2 crested.
I've got one.
We got 2 crested geckos. They're fine.
My dragon got unbearded when I was a kid.
Only reptiles we have are turtles. We have 4 turtles. They're the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All 4 of them. They're all the same age.
I told her about y'all's turtles. She wants one of them too. And I said, no, we're not. We're going to have more fucking animals coming home than we will like souvenirs. And
these turtles live for 80 years, man. The ones we got, they live for 80 years.
Oh, yeah. My sister Caitlin's got a tortoise.
I have turtles and fish.
No. They live a long time.
Yeah, they ain't got to worry. They don't go too far too fast. I mean, hell, they get out, you can find them. I mean,
you know what? I told her, I said, I'll make her a deal. I said, we'll come down and we'll get her a turtle or whatever she wants, but I want a duck. She said, no.
You want a goose? Hell, they got them big geese that's down here. Them big.
Oh, fuck those geese, man. Fuck those geese.
You had to
Those
fight
are
them. You had
nasty.
to fight them.
I'm scared of those geese.
That's the only thing
We
from
feed 'em.
Canada that are mean.
We have those big gray motherfuckers.
Mhm.
So yeah, we have they all over the place down here.
Yeah, they're up here too.
Yeah, the Canadian geese are real aggressive.
They're nasty
these are.
little shits. They hiss at you.
Yeah.
They
They
hiss
bite.
and bite at you. They snap and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, only thing that keeps them in check down here, we have hawks. We also have owls. We got these big owls, chicken hawks. We have American bald eagle. We even have bald eagles here.
Yep, we got some up here too. Actually, there's one.
Yeah, we do too.
Not too far from my house.
I didn't know what the hell that was. I was outside cutting grass one day and I heard some motherfucker was like, man, what you heard that? What the fuck is that?
Yep.
And somebody, you can see him. This thing was flying down. It was catching other birds in midair.
They're big son bitches. They're big son bitches.
They're huge.
Look at the dog's tail, man. It won't stop.
Oh yeah, he loves it. He's a happy puppy. Oh, you're a good boy, huh, buddy?
Quiet. I've already pooped out. The doctor's already pooped out, Carol.
All right, guys. It's 3. We're on 3 hours and 15 minutes. It's 1:30 in the morning here, so it's got to be 2:30 on the East Coast.
Yep.
In Alabama, it's whatever.
1:25, same as y'all.
Don't touch my sister. That's what time it is in Alabama, and that's the brother.
Nothing wrong with Uncle Daddy's sister, okay?
But yeah, she wants to. Let me know what she wants to get it. I mean,
you know how hard it is to find a Hallmark card that says Uncle Daddy's sister.
That is hard to
you
find.
have to write it
You
in.
have to go to
You
Amazon
write it in.
for
Yeah, you have to special order that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kimmy, you need to come back to Louisiana.
Kimmy, you should come.
Sometimes.
Kimmy, you should come whenever Wicked Queen and I are coming down. Come down for our honeymoon, and Howard, Jackie, and I, we're all going to tear it up. I wasn't lying earlier. As soon as I see Welcome to Louisiana, I'm pulling my ass over. I'm going to start drinking. She can drink. She can drive the rest of the way, and I'm going to stay drunk until I see Now leaving. Then I'm going to be sad.
We don't have a now that you're leaving. We have or if you go towards Mississippi, it says, well, if you're coming in from Mississippi, it says, welcome to Louisiana. And if you're going towards Mississippi from I-10, I-12, it says, welcome to Mississippi. No trespassing. This is all government land because it's all owned by NASA. They test the engines out there and shit.
See, in Pennsylvania, as soon as you see Welcome to Pennsylvania, you get hit with potholes. I ain't even lying.
That's Louisiana. If you drive straight in Louisiana, you getting pulled over for DWI. You got to at least hit 15, 20 potholes within a mile, especially through New Orleans.
You come up here.
My problem, it doesn't matter what I drink. I can't get drunk.
See, now, Hurst, you and I share that. You and I share that. It takes forever for me to get drunk. My problem is as soon as I start drinking, I sweat. My body temperature just rises and I sweat it all out of me. So it takes forever. But you know what? It's fun. I was what they call
a functioning alcoholic. I was an alcoholic for 24 years. And it was bad. I mean, I finally sobered up. I got sober in January 11th of I used to drink 2.5 cases of beer a day. I didn't feel nothing. I was a functioning alcoholic. Weekends, I would kill it.
See, I gotta be in them.
And then
I gotta be in them.
It done its damage. It done damage to me. My kidneys, my liver, everything.
See, for me, I gotta be in a mood to drink anymore. Like I could have a 6-pack just sitting in my fridge for months. Won't even touch it.
I was doing
wine. I'll just let it sit, whatever. But if I get into one of my moods, forget about it.
I was doing good until my bottle got taken away.
See, that's why that's why I'm doing this, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not that.
Hi, Beth.
That's why I'm doing this. Louisiana does not have anything like what we're doing. You have it at Waverly, Penhurst. You have all these big places where a lot of people can go, but Louisiana's on a lot of people's bucket list, but there's nothing for them to come here for. They can come here as a vacation, but that's about it. And you might take a Hornet tour or something. I'm trying to open it back up to where more people that's in the paranormal field can come down here and they can set up their own investigations and meet other teams, meet with other teams, and they can go, if they're coming down for vacation, they can set something up to do some investigating and stuff like that. Sort of like what they do up north. But they don't do it here in Louisiana. So that's why the whole function of this thing.
And that's why I decided to do what I'm doing for Global Ghost Hunt, Howard. Like we spoke about it the other day. That's exactly what I want to do. Global Ghost Hunt's all about promoting teams and locations and, helping the community out as a whole. And what better way and what better place? You know what I mean? Like it ain't going to be just about me and the Wicked Queen. It's going to be about, your city. It's going to be about, the unheard of.
That's if we don't sink again. Because it's been hot down here. Right now, it's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm looking at the temperature on my computer, and it's telling me it's 89 degrees outside right now. 89 degrees, and that's stagnant, muggy fucking weather.
I'm warning you right now, Howard. The hotter and more humid it gets, the shorter my shorts are. So,
well, I'm warning you now.
He's naked.
And this affects Kimmy. This affects you, Kimmy. That they predicted a higher rate of stronger storms this year, hurricanes. They increased the number of hurricanes this year. But they're also predicting a really fucking cold winter.
Yeah,
they're saying we're supposed to get.
We're getting like 113 here, and that's in Alabama, and we don't usually get that hot.
Well, I know they're expecting us to get our 3 to 5 feet of snow up here. If not,
it's supposed to be a cold winter.
Yeah, it's supposed to be real bad.
That says Matt will need a mankini.
I don't need one. I got one.
See the knowledge you learn on here.
Hey, Anthony sees it. All I gotta say is, for my shows and stuff, there's a reason why you only see from here up. You know what I mean? And just saying.
You don't want your bush looking like my goatee.
Who says it ain't?
Oh my god!
Oh shit! We said his name and look.
It's Mister.
Hell no, Brian. Hell no. I'm trying to get out of Wisconsin as it is. I ain't going up to Canada. Hell no.
I want to see Brian run outside when it's snowing out there. Run out there shirtless and just belly flop into the snow, and just show me what his nipples look like. I want to see them nipples.
Yeah, I want to see him make snow devils naked.
Some things would be like diamonds. You'd be able to cut glass with those things. Yeah, remember, let's end the show. It's 3 hours and 20 minutes.
And the show on Brian's nipples.
And Brian, been there, done that. Okay. But I ain't got pictures of the nipples, Brian, so it doesn't count.
I got a screenshot somewhere.
But yeah, there's some good things that's coming up on the horizon. Kimmy, where do you broadcast from? Where's your broadcast from?
There you go. How's that?
Best Friends Paranormal.
So
there you go.
Oh yeah.
I got the screenshot. I got it.
Anthony's got it.
Yeah.
I got some new merch coming.
Yeah.
Once you come over, get you over on Paralinks, you can go to Parapost as well. So you'll be able to. That's why I'm saying you're gonna have a broader audience. You can still stream on the Best Friends Paranormal, but you'll be able to stream on Paralinks and you'll be able to stream on Parapost as well.
Okay.
You'll grow your audience a lot. Aries
She
approved.
said, "Okay, time to leave."
You don't want to show them nipples. Brian, if you're still here, I talked to Carl. He just messaged us in this show. And I'm gonna have to get with you on that. He said he's got somebody up there, I believe, for you. I'm gonna call him up tomorrow when I have time and get the name and I'll send it to you. If you're still listening. But anyway. All right, guys. I thank everybody for coming on. Kimmy, I hope you had a great time. Reggie, I hope you had a great
It was
time.
fun. Thank you for having me.
Matt, thank you for joining us now. I'd like to thank Mr. Scott Wilson for coming on here, Miss Jenny Sullivan for being on here. Hurstman, thank you so very much. I know you're going through a lot right now with your wife and taking time out doing this for us. It's awesome. Thank you very much. Doctor's hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on the weekends, it's a little bit more. You know, it's a 24-hour call.
He's changing careers. He's going to become a proctologist, so his hours may change.
Yeah.
It's still safe. It's still safe.
Yeah. My office will be in contact with each one of y'all and we'll get together. Yes.
Tickle, tickle.
It's still a safe place. But anyway, I thank everybody for coming on tonight.
As long as we get a blowjob and it's only knuckle deep, I'm okay with it.
Oh, I'm out then. All the way to the elbow.
You don't know what to do now. Look at that. She's like, you never been on a show like this, have you, Kimmy?
No, it's different, but it's fun.
It's nothing's taboo. We love it. But anyway, thank y'all for watching tonight, and hopefully within the next couple of days, I'll advertise it where we'll be bringing on some special guests, and of course, we'll be doing the Unholy Trinity. And I can't bring my guests on this show because it's fucked up. But anyway, thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yes, same time, same place.